Fred, the guy behind you.
Alright, greetings everyone.
Put it closer to you.
We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Today we'll be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a high fantasy D20 system. If you'd like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. If you would like to join us during a live stream, head over to Twitch, give us a follow in order to be a part of the live chat. I am, as always, your well prepared and nothing ever went wrong GM Brian.
So am I just the bullshit artist GM?
Yeah, pretty much. You make things up and we're like, sure, whatever. We believe you.
Real quick before we start, I know that sometimes when it says half your level, it's usually rounded up. Like it'll say if you're level 5, it'll be like half. It would be 3.
Yeah.
Does that also count for Talisman of Soterica?
Yeah. So.
So I qualify for level 3 talismans. Right, I need to look into those real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
We're here. They're here. We've got the long lost Jason here.
Woo!
And long lost Fred, who recently was crowned and is back from his royal duties.
Well, the funny thing is, I went and got my permanent crown on, and they said, oh, we mightn't be able to do a, just the next tooth over needs a filling. Well, apparently that one needs a crown too.
Oh, you're kidding.
And so they did it, and the next day the temporary crown fell off while I was at work.
Yikes.
So I've had 2 temporary crowns fall off from the same dentist. I'm saying it's the dentist's fault, but maybe it's not me.
Maybe it's time for a new dentist.
That's what I was thinking.
You chew too enthusiastically, friend. That's what it is, I'm sure.
Well, the first time the temporary crown fell off, it was at In-N-Out Burger. So I figured I'd just blame In-N-Out Burger.
Legit.
And then the second one, I was eating a Hot Pocket.
Oh.
I blame Hot Pocket.
Was it nuclear waste temperature inside Hot Pocket and icy cold in the center?
No, I usually do pretty good flipping them over.
I don't.
And it was just a 4 cheese. So it didn't have any meat in it either. So it's like, and I was at work and I went, huh. Well, I won't be able to go see the dentist until Wednesday because Monday's a holiday.
Dentists are the worst. When I was a child, they tried to extract some teeth because you've heard of the people whose baby teeth don't fall out. I was one of those people. And the dentist tried to take those without any numbing ointment or anything like that. And I think I was, the age that those teeth should have been falling out. And I am scared to death of dentists ever since. Because the only thing that, in my head, all it is just like, oh, let's go to the pain doctor where it gives you pain.
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't go see a dentist for like 5 years.
Yeah, buddy.
But I had the tooth was giving me so much problem. I had to go see a dentist, and the only dentist I could see was this one. I'm not gonna say his name online because I don't want to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I think after this crown comes on, I think I'll be looking for a new dentist. So anybody in the Logan area knows a good dentist, PM me.
I do not.
Well, if
I
you
have
don't
one
mind-
that I like, but I don't know if it's the same as yours because we're not allowed to talk about him on air.
If you'd like to try mine up in Preston, I like him.
All the dentists I know are lawful evil, so
Yes.
no.
See, the one up in Preston,
Might be
I
lawful
switched
neutral.
from him. Yeah, probably. I switched from him from the one I had in Kemmer because the one in Kemmer is like, you really need that wisdom tooth out, but I'm not going to do it. And I go to this guy and he's like, oh, you need that wisdom tooth out. It's causing problems. We need to get it out. I'll set up an appointment and I'll extract it. And then he tells me about how that's all he did in Iraq.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, Oh,
young soldiers and treating
Yeah.
young soldiers. That's a dentist I constantly, man.
Yeah.
Well, I still have
I
3
was
dent.
incarcerated many years ago, a decade ago or more, and I had 3 teeth removed in one day from
Yeah.
a guy while I was incarcerated. And he, I mean, it was 45 minutes,
bet.
3 extractions. Like, Jesus, this guy's a wizard. I was like, "What's your name? I'm coming to you after I get out of here." And
I
yeah,
might
he's
get
mine
busted
and my
some
wife's and my
more.
daughter's dentist.
Nice.
So he's solid.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got told I also have 3 wisdom teeth that aren't causing me any problems, but I should have them taken out. And I was like, they're not causing any problems. Why should I take them
Honestly,
out?
I think that's the party line, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just take 'em
mine
out.
was actually causing problems.
I had some that were causing problems. I got them taken out in pairs on each side. First side was easy. The second side, it was my brother recommended a dentist to me, and she worked on me for quite some time. And then I heard a pop, really loud, and she's like, "Huh." Starts working
that's
on me some
definitely-
more. She's like, "Well, I broke the crown off, and I can't get the root out." Like, I don't have insurance. Can you do what you can do? So she worked on me a while longer. She's like, "I can't get it out. You got to go in for emergency surgery." And that was interesting because it was the first time that I was fully knocked out. And that stuff's cool.
I agree. I agree.
The,
I was not knocked out for any of the extractions of any of my wisdom teeth, but when they put me under for my knee, oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Count to 10.
What? I remember the lady coming in, giving me an IV, and I remember watching her do the shot, and that was basically it. And then I hear my brother out in the hallway. My brother's loud. He's like louder than me, so that's really loud. And he woke up, and he comes in the door, and he's like, "Let's go." I was like, "I still gotta wait for her to get the tooth out." "Dude, you've been done for half an hour. It's time to go." "Oh, all right, let's get it."
Yeah, so that's been my fun thing going on. And by the time you guys were started streaming, I had feeling back in my jaw. But
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
I can understand.
It was probably not a good feeling, was it?
That wasn't particularly fantastic, but I was like, do I really want to show up? I'm like, no.
Yeah, my bottom wisdom teeth were growing this way instead of this way.
Yeah.
They had to
That-
quarter them to get them out.
Compacted.
I watched one go into the next cubicle over. Even the dentist was like, "Huh?"
The second set that I got out, I just knew that I was going to have to go in for surgery, and I did. And I went to this guy that's kind of up by the hospital, and he knocked me out, and I hurt so bad the next day. And about a week later, I started getting bone fragments coming up through my gum, and it was
Ooh.
just so gross, man. It just
Feels like an abscess. In your
it really did. It hurt like hell, and then it hurt worse, and then it was like a
works
little
its way out,
pointy
yeah.
thing, and then it popped out, and it's just and I spit it out of my mouth.
I've had a
I looked
unique
at it,
relationship
it's
with
just like,
dentists my entire life, and I am so like I will fight a dentist if I don't think they're my friend.
Yeah.
I had a horrible dentist when I was younger. Well, I mean, I've knocked both my front teeth out. I've had weak enamel. I've fractured my side of my face in a bike accident. So, like, I've had a lot of facial stuff, and I have PTSD from people like here. And I gotta trust the dentist implicitly. And if I don't, especially at in Buffalo, New York, 10, 12, 13 years old, thinking I'm a thug kid, if they're in my face and I had a dentist put his knee on my belly.
Yeah. Dude,
I was
that's what
I
happened.
was like, I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
We're going rounds, dude.
Yeah.
But then I had because I have a Novocaine deficiency, like lidocaine, Novocaine, things like that don't affect me as much. So I have to do ether gas, which makes me sick. So it's kind of like a damned if they do, damned if they don't style of dental work. I've been to a dentist in forever, which is why I was talking to that dentist at the jail, and he was like, "Yeah, no, we got you." And he did this synthetic. It's like Novocaine, but it's not Novocaine. It's called something completely different, and it's made for people. Actually, it's made for animals, to be fair, but it's made for people who have not a sensitivity, but the adverse of that, like a
resistance.
Thank you to
Filthy
Novocaines
animal.
or the Novocaine family.
Well, I think
And
I
it was
had.
like,
He gave me a lot of Novocaine, and as soon as he started drilling, I'm like, I could feel that, and so he gave me some more, and he started doing it again, and I go, I could feel that
yeah,
too.
they're supposed to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't stand dentists who give you Novocaine and then start immediately.
Instantly. Yeah.
You're like, I don't want it to dull. I want it to be done.
Well, he waited, the first time he gave me the shot, he did wait about 10, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Then the second shot, he waited about
3?
3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he started going again. I'm like, I can still feel that. And he's
And
like,
then they say shit like, oh, that's just pressure.
Yeah.
That's
And-
vibration. You're like, no.
he goes, okay. He says, I'm going to wait another 30 or 40 seconds, but I'm going to take it down a notch. It's not going to spin as fast. I'm like,
That's worse.
so I was
So
like,
it grinds. Awesome.
so I was like,
Yeah.
I really want to get out of here
Oh.
before like 4 o'clock.
Did
You're like,
he
I
give
just
the
like to get out of
equal
here.
finally, or did he? I
All
tell
right.
you what, that stuff is
This
amazing.
week
I'm
on
getting
Pathfinder
triggered,
2nd
Fred.
Edition, dental horror stories.
Well, it's like I had this
getting
dentist that I was like, I needed a dental work done, and he's open 5 days a week. And so that's the main reason why I went to him, because a lot of the other dentists are only open like on Tuesday or Wednesday or some bullshit like that. Yeah, we're here Tuesday and Thursday. We're in Ogden Monday and whatever.
Right.
I'm like, I just need to go in and get this done. So I just wanted something to get done, and then
Do they have a dental school near Logan?
not that I'm
And
aware
I
of.
remember in New York
Not
that
that
was.
I-
I mean,
yeah.
they weren't great, but they were cheap.
Yeah, that's like getting your hair cut.
Yeah. Over at Paul Mitchell or wherever it is.
and
Yeah.
It's not a great haircut, but yeah, it's
I mean, it's better than me doing it myself.
Yeah.
But for $5, you can't complain.
And that's another thing. I need to go find a decent barber that doesn't cost me an hour wages just to get my hair cut
They don't
anymore.
do anymore. If you go
Good luck.
somewhere that's not great clips or the
Even great clips.
No, they're 20, 25.
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
And if you have a beard and they touch it up, it's an extra 20.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I go down to Goat and I pay $40.
Yep.
And- which is why
there-
I
there's
get
a-
one every 6 months. And
There's
that's
a
it,
barber
man.
shop not too far from us. They have like a skull, like a black and white thing on the outside, candy stripe, I guess it's called. But they do specialization for men. They do the hot towel, the aloe, the whole nine, and it's like $50, but you're getting the full treatment.
See, I got spoiled when I was in the
Sure.
army because it only
Yeah.
cost me $10
Yeah.
to get a haircut.
Oh, you had to do it every effing week, dude.
Yeah.
Every other. But,
But it's like every other week, and it was like, okay.
but yeah, it was like $4 or $6
Yeah.
depending on what
Yeah.
base you were on.
And
For
then
Hood, it was like 4.
Yeah.
Maybe
it
that was Knox. I don't remember.
Concern is where I was at when I was over in Germany. And
All right, gentlemen, we are 15 minutes over. You want to talk about your mustache contest, and then we'll get started?
No, I just want to tell more teeth stories.
Well, gentlemen, as I pull my front ones out, let me tell you about the time.
see, I got just two things
Alright.
now.
I don't.
Yeah, I got hit in the face with a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Owie.
Still chipped, huh?
Well, it's not doing any. It's not
It's fine.
problematic.
Yeah, it's fine.
My dentist is like, "Do you want it capped? No. Do you want it capped? No.
Oh.
Do you want it capped? Quit asking."
I was imagining Casey's dentist, who's like, yeah, did a lot of wisdom teeth in the rack, and I'm just imagining like firefight happening. Someone's down. They're like, medic. He's like, they got me in the leg. And he's like, yeah, now lean your head back. What?
Open your mouth. Suction.
All right.
No, he
They
was
got
a
you
dentist
right
in
in
the
the
army.
mouth, soldier. Hold on. Boom.
Don't worry, we'll use
Wisdom
this tooth to... We got the shrapnel out. That's my tooth. I said what I said.
This tooth is going to make its way down to your leg and kill you, soldier. I just saved your life.
That could have caused an abscess and give you a heart attack.
This is,
But my leg, it's over there. Yeah, it's been removed. Tourniquet.
Got my super hot ironing. Latest in Army medic technology.
Well, it's
You
better
don't
than-
want to know what they have.
Well,
It's worse than that.
what I understand, the Army dentists are better than the Navy dentists. My friend went in there for a root canal, and they did the wrong tooth.
Fucking amazing.
I know I have stories about that
Come
too.
on,
If
man.
you screw up their paperwork, they are tasked with doing only what they are allotted to do, and the tooth was wrong, but it was written down wrong, and they have to do what they are tasked to do, which was that tooth. I'm like, that you know, they hold up in court. I'm like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
That's how we get return
my
customers.
problem with the Navy was I dropped a ramming staff on my foot. Dislocated my toe. I know I dislocated my toe. Went in, got an x-ray, and they basically just told us, no, you're done. Go home. We're like, what? You don't want to look at my foot?
I'm not
No.
surprised.
And then, like, the next month, they're telling my my section chief, oh, you've got to write a sworn statement that you went down to the hospital. And it was like, where the hell else did we go?
That's ridiculous. I'm not surprised though. I mean, how many times have you gone into sick call with freaking after fell down to a snake or rolled something or something like that? They're like, okay, here's how you're gonna fix that. You're gonna take 800 milligrams of Motrin and drink some water. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But I suppose Tony is right, and we should move on. But
We have to.
I guess.
If you don't want to stay till
I mean,
Fine.
you
5.
have,
Fun now,
you have
but-
3 veterans in one room. We will find something
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about.
Well, that's
That's
fine.
any time that, and it doesn't matter what branch you were in.
I don't
You
think you
find a
have the
way.
new internet.
Oh,
So if you want to try to connect.
But yes, we are having a mustache naming contest for my mustache. Because apparently I rolled a critical success to seduce Jeremiah. And
Apparently.
some of you guys also won the contest. And so, you know, the stars aligned, the mustaches twirled, and here we are. I actually don't remember all the nitty-gritty details about how you do it.
It's on X, Twitter, X.
It's
whatever.
on. There's a link in our Twitch. It will be posted on X/Twitter tonight because I forgot to do it yesterday. Did you get connected?
Yeah, it looks like it's connecting
You
up.
have to use your camera.
Since Tony is our
Connected.
X user, does that mean Tony is an X-Men now?
Yes.
Sure.
Should have known.
Yeah. Trans activist. I'm an X-Man. What's Are you transphobic? Of course I am. See those robots? They're scary as shit. Decepticons my ass. Decepta fuck you, you mean?
Well, I was reading Traveler, some of the Traveler robots. There's one called the Hive Queen. That one's scary.
I bet.
How many of you guys have played Traveler?
Yeah, we have a game started.
Fun.
We're going to start
We're
it.
going to try to start.
We don't know when, but soon.
Well, I thought this last Friday of the last month of this month, but apparently not.
Oh.
I haven't
Well,
played it since I was,
next
like,
Friday doesn't work
junior
because I
high.
won't be here, and the Friday after might work. I don't think we have anything until the 22nd signed up. So I think no, because that would be Torque. Never mind.
So I thought we were going to do it the fourth Friday
The
of the
fourth
month.
Friday of this month, and apparently Jeremiah
Jer-
threw up Starfinder, so
Well,
guess not.
the only Starfinder that I saw is the 22nd, which is not the last Friday of this month.
That's the fifth Friday. We usually do
Hero Quest, you're right.
Hero Quest. So that's why I suggested we do on
Oh.
the fourth Friday of the month. But Jeremiah threw up another Starfinder one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's only one Starfinder in the month, but it is the 4th week, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so and I was like, whatever.
We'll try next month, Fred.
Well, next month
I mean,
I thought maybe we could do like one thing of Call of Cthulhu because it's October.
That would probably be a
Or
good
Delta
idea.
Green.
I'm
Oh,
good with
Delta
whatever.
Green. Or,
Delta Green's one of my
Uh,
favorites.
I
I don't have any books for Delta Green. I do for Call of Cthulhu.
I can hook
I
you
was
up if
talking
you
to
wanna borrow
Jeremiah,
some.
and I
Okay.
thought
Just
running
let Mike
a
know or
Dread
let me
one
know.
shot might also be fun.
Do what? I'm sorry.
It's a
Dread.
system called Dread.
I think I've heard of it. Is it kind of like the Django one?
You have a Jenga tower,
Oh my gosh.
and like I didn't know how in depth it was. I looked at a quick start guide for it because I'm like, it looked easy, but then I'm like, oh, like they're like you can only place the Jenga blocks this way and all this stuff. So I was like, but basically, like, we go through a story. You guys will have to pull out Jenga blocks, and
And they tell a story while you, yeah,
and
like a prompt on it or something.
while you're pulling the Jenga block, it falls, your character dies or is somehow removed from the game. So, yeah, that's the dread, is watching this tower slowly crumble and knowing it could be you next.
Well, I remember I saw them play it on Will Wheaton's show,
Yeah,
Tabletop
that's-
game.
Tabletop or
Table,
tabletop, yeah.
Tabletop, and I thought that was kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. I also thought it was like simple. So,
When
got
I-
me surprised when I found out the rule book was like super big and super specific, but that was what I was thinking.
Yeah, but there's also the game Chill, which is
Hmm.
I've
Cthulhu
totally
adjacent.
forgotten what frickin' faction I'm playing with.
But yeah,
I am a dumb.
I was thinking it'd be fun for us to do some spooky games on October, but
Uh-huh.
this is really the first week we talked about it, so I don't know what we're
They
gonna
will
do.
revolt if I even try to put them in Orosh again.
We just try to get out.
Well, that and on a train in Aurora.
We're monkeys.
He's going to put us in a haunted mansion, and it's like you look outside the window, and that's when you notice the rails.
It's
This
not even-
house is on rails! It's a giant train!
and it's not even raining blood. It's raining blood monkeys. It's just a dream sequence. Like this is some in the virtual net bullshit.
Or sends a virus to the cyber papacy. Everybody's in AR happy cyber papacy land, and suddenly nightmares are hunting them down. That'll probably happen someday.
Okay. And here's the pen.
Alright, so you're bringing
Brat.
Brat. Okay.
And he is now level 4.
Nice.
Level 4.
So
Okay.
5543.
And level 3 it will be bumped up to level 4. Or no.
No, we'll see what happens.
We don't know. Brian has to do math.
Math.
Or Brian.
Math first, then we'll find out.
That's alright. Gway will protect you.
So we're
I'll just
low
hang out in the back.
level.
I'm cool with that.
If anything, Ben can watch over you.
I have cantrips. I have a pet that will protect me. He's a very good boy.
Okay. So we're just staying low level. That'd be great. Also, real quick, since you asked about toughness before, it just adds 1 hit point per level. So at 3, you would get an extra 1.
And you basically get a +1 to your recovery checks when you're dying.
It's
Yeah.
lower, yeah. So it's a 9
1
instead
lower.
of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I got toughness.
I had a really hard time.
I'm
trying to
getting.
decide.
I have a dwarf that has Die Hard and toughness, and the dwarven.
The Dwarven
So it
one
ends
that
up being
drops
2
it
per,
down
and
to
it reduces
6
your
or something.
dying to 7 instead of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, the lowering the dying value makes it so that you can critically succeed it with a flat check.
Yeah.
Which wakes you up with 1 HP. So if you're like, because the normal one you can't when it's just 10 plus your level or your dying value.
Because you can't roll a
See,
21 on a
my
D20.
problem is that my dice are like, no.
Yeah.
always.
I mean, the chance is still pretty low.
Yeah,
for
but
these.
you're telling me there's a chance.
Pretty much. Like, you know.
Yeah, the dwarf with it at 9th level, it's like a 15% chance to critically succeed. No. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
If you're,
See.
because you can get 18, 19, and 20.
Do you know if Path Builder is correct with their toughness? Because my ranger at level 4 with toughness has 60 hit points.
Sure.
What's-
Should be.
You're a D10. You're a D10 class, and I don't know how many hit points
Yeah.
your race gives you.
What's your con normally?
My con modifier
16.
is +2.
Oh, 14. Okay.
So 12
I'm just
times
curious.
4.
Yeah. Well, I'm a
It's
D8, and I'm
48.
at 56 at level 5, so that's not
Range.
too much higher than mine.
Yeah, as a, what, a
So
D6
you're at
or something.
12.
I'm at 39
48
at level 3,
Yeah.
so, I mean, you got
Yeah.
a level on me and you're a D10, so.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Plus you're one more con, I think, too.
Yeah.
48
Yeah, I'm only at plus one con.
4,
Plus-
52. And then your ancestry is probably adding an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Because I know, come October, I don't know how accurate Path Builder is going to be.
Well, Path Builder's not going to have a checkbox for
Yeah, that's
Legacy.
what I thought I'd
Yeah.
seen that somewhere.
Path
Red Ranger's
Builder's
already said as
just
much.
going to have remastered stuff.
It's going to be clickable between the two.
Okay.
So,
And my bear doesn't come bigger size until level 6.
You have to, well, and even then, you
Yeah,
have, to, you have to
take
take the feat.
I already plan
The
on taking the
Savage
feat.
Mature Companion.
No, it's just mature.
I know, but
companion.
you get to choose Savage or Nimble at one point.
yeah, later.
Yeah,
I think it's level.
7, I think.
I don't know. I when I was looking for it, I couldn't see it.
Well, no, so you get a master feature at 6 when you get the feat. It grows bigger, and then I believe you could then it's either at 6 or 7 or 8 an archetype where it could be savage and a bunch of other things. But savage is good for a bear. Makes it mean.
Yeah, I just figured it's getting bigger every level that I get. It's just getting a little bit bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Because his damage goes up a little, and he gets a bit more hit points, anyways.
So, it becomes savage or nimble at 10
Oh, 10.
with
okay.
incredible companion.
Okay.
So that doesn't. With how high can you go with Pathfinder Society?
14, I think we agreed.
14 was last I saw highest scenario for.
Okay.
I mean, you can technically get to 20 applying adventure paths, but you can't play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
All my adventure path character. Not adventure path. What am I thinking? Society play characters. I stop at 12.
Mm.
It's just a nice round number to. And I did it with all the Pathfinder 1 characters too.
Yeah, it's a good.
I
level
don't
to
remember
climb around.
what level we got to before we just gave up on trying for 20.
You guys got to 20.
No, he didn't.
Pretty sure you
No.
Because, well,
Caden's got to 14, my gunslinger. Lysander got to 12, the tiefling power up guy.
I think
And then
this
I
was
think
after you
Tibbin,
moved.
yeah, but I'm saying for me. And then Tibbin was the next at 12 as well, the war priest. But we did Ruby Phoenix with him, and then whatever you guys did after that, I don't know.
Because I got you guys through the last book of Reign of Winter. Which
Yeah.
put you at 20, as I recall.
No.
18, I think.
18 is how far we made it.
Because we didn't get
one
to
more
20 in
thing
Mummy's
we-
Mask. We didn't get to 20 in
No.
the other one that we did, Hell's Rebels.
Mummy's Mask was one we had to apply to those characters,
Yeah.
which I know I applied it to her. She was 18. I'm 18 or 19. We didn't make it to 20 quite.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
think
do
I
one more then. No, just kidding.
I
I
thought you
was-
guys made it. But,
When O'Donnell.
But yeah, like you were saying earlier, you were looking through that's dead, that's dead, that's dead. Casey, do you want to empower fireball this? Yeah, how many do I need? That's dead.
I flat out had enemies that I was like, no, they're just gonna be gone. Like, there's a group of fire giants that you're supposed to fight because they're like, oh, we're terrific guardians, and I'm like, yeah, they're just gonna play with their big old dogs with giant frisbees and be like, man, it's so great that the evil witch is gone. And, you know, they suffered the consequences afterwards when you guys freed her. But, you know, that's Rain of Winter.
Yeah, they're like, these guys went toe to toe with Baba Yaga. We're all right. She's been an evil witch for 1,000 years. Like, oh, you killed the dragon and the witch? Well, can we have this little corner? We can? Great, thanks.
But yeah, it was also a thing where I was like, I don't want to run high level Pathfinder First Edition ever again, because I was like, oh my gosh, I spent so long just trying to understand these characters, only for them to die in moments.
Yeah, and they did.
Thing, if you don't have the hard counter to whatever your roll or die is.
And it was also just, the way we challenge high level characters is we just put them in combat after combat, and they'll slowly run out of stuff, and it's like, not slowly enough.
No.
That 2-weapon fighter who has 12 attacks, he could do that every day, all day, without any resource expenditure.
Krista's swashbuckler was the one that was just
I
a chainsaw to things.
only-
Is it still alive? How many times have you attacked? Once.
It was just like, I only hit on 20s, and sometimes I felt like not even on 20s.
Unless they were attacking my character,
Yeah.
who was the one squishy in the entire group.
Like, it was like you and Mike's characters. I'm like, okay, we can harm these people, and then Jason and Krista's characters. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying here, but his stupid summoner's sharing his hit points, and all he has is hit points. The closest I got was when you guys went to the moon, and I got domination off on Krista's
Krista.
the
Krista killed me.
swashbuckler. And I was just like, yeah, this is the way we win. And then and then it all went bad because they knew magic.
It still killed me.
Yeah, you came back. It's fine.
Yes, I came back. Well, because you didn't kill the other one that had ways of bringing someone back.
I really tried. Okay, you guys were very mobile when you needed to be. Anyway, so you four go through the maze of the open road. Doesn't say what lodge you start in, but I'm gonna say Woods Edge. And you go through the brand new shiny portal, and you arrive at the Port Valen Lodge in Arcadia. You see Venture Captain Bjersic Thorson with his dog. And who would like to play a gnome?
I'm already playing.
Alright, those are your lines.
Welcome to the far side of the map. I don't know what I was expecting to find here, but it sure wasn't the hospitality of the locals that have shown us. I mean, just look at this new lodge. It's like we never left home. Speaking of leaving home, we worked alongside Robson and the other Port Valen leaders to link this lodge to the maze of the open road. They helped us set up the portal so that future Pathfinders won't need to cross the monster-infested waters to get here. That help wasn't free, though. So wash up, get what you need from the quartermaster.
Stop there for a sec. And then the woman next to him says, the portal could not have been completed without the blessing of Viltidus, the Fey Guardian who guides the travelers through the forests of trials. Viltidus has a keen eye for heroic potential, and their one condition for building and maintaining the portal is that Pathfinder agents must assist them regularly to foster greatness in this region. That's why you're here, to hold up your end of the bargain. And then you continue.
So let me make sure I got the name right here. Rahak Sinwi?
Yeah.
Close enough. Okay. So, wash up, get what you need from the quartermaster, and follow the footpath just outside the Tang gate, right to the stump at the edge of the forest. Viltidas will meet you there. Somehow they can always sense when Pathfinders are on the way. Any questions?
Can I get a water?
That's a good question.
No.
Any idea what kind of creatures we can expect to encounter overall here?
I don't remember. Gwei would know. He would have an intimate knowledge. He's been here before. But Tony's stupid. It's basically North America
Okay.
in like Paleomesozoic.
Are we looking at Fae or
Yes,
bees, mostly
but not
Fae?
like
Alright.
like wisps and
Okay.
like large. I don't want to call them buffaloes, but like auroch style, and then a bunch of fungus and carnivorous plants was one thing I remember we interacted with. Spiders, which was weird. Ravens, of course. So any North American flora and fauna that you can think of probably has an idyllic like.
I'm just
aspect
going to
here.
go ahead and throw this out there. Cold is probably not the best theme to go with for your summoning dragon. So I might not be quite as helpful as I was hoping to be with cold. I wanted to go not fire.
Cold, I think cold's fine.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think poison would be something they would resist more. And don't worry, like worst case scenario, I can pick up some slack if you have a weakness issue.
Cool.
That's kind of what I do.
You can toss it out, can't you? As thaumaturge, they can basically hand off their weaknesses.
I cannot.
Not yet.
I can do that at 9,
Okay.
but I can do it for myself now,
Okay.
which is great.
But
Yeah.
for anyone wondering, Biersik Torsen has developed his own sign language, and so that was his
Interpretation.
gnome interpreter talking for him.
While you were doing your own home impression of his sign language.
Yeah. You guys didn't get to see it all.
Yes,
It
I
was
did.
beautiful.
Anyways,
Let's see.
so who'd you bring, Casey?
Oh, yes. Character introductions, because this guy has not been with anyone in this group
It's
before.
true.
So, what you see is a Rooksy. He's got a scimitar sheathed at his belt, a shield, and his shield has a symbol of Saranray on it.
Okay.
Nice.
He introduces himself as Zemor, the Steel Claw.
Interesting.
And he doesn't really say a whole lot beyond that.
Wonderful. Well, nice to meet you, Zemor. I'm Gwei, out of here. I am a Goblin of the Digit Seal, obviously. As you can see, all the Goblin things on me. So Gwei has like a blue-black mithril bodysuit, I guess would be not mithril, breastplate. I liken it to mithril, but it's just a weird metal. It casts a blue sheen. He now, other than his normal amulet and esoterica that he has, like his, it's like Benny in The Mummy, where he has like the necklace with the 800 religious icons. Now he has the Book of the Dead as well. Like but it's like the Book of the Dead, the Book of the Living. It's just a tome that does all sorts of cool shit to keep up with his esoteric themes. But he also has a grill. And I don't mean like a rapper grill. Like he has he has teeth that he replaces like silver and adamantine and mithril and cold iron, and it basically just how he taps into the vulnerability whenever he does so as a thaumaturge. And then of course, I said his book, but it's the cardboard pop-ups that he's always carrying around with him. And he now has crafting, so he can actually make his own cardboard pop-up books. So every so often, you'll see him drawing like goblin hieroglyphs in a book.
The only safe writing there is.
But it's still writing. It'll steal your words.
No. That's just Longshanks writing that steals the words out of
Yeah.
your head.
Oh.
Goblin wizards have always existed.
Well, you see a gnome who has black hair with red tips, and he shakes his head, and all of a sudden it goes straight to green. He goes, "Oh, last place I was with, everything was red and black."
Yeah, this is the former. Isn't Arcadia a former Cheliax outpost?
No, it's a different continent.
I know that, but I thought they were here at one point.
I'm trying to remember because I swear someone went here. I think Cheliax tried to be here, but it didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
Those jerks have tried to go everywhere, it feels like.
Yeah. And he's about 4 feet tall, and right next to him is a bear that's about 3.5 feet tall. He goes, "My name is Vrat. Nice to meet you. This is Ben. Gentle Ben." Though he did like to eat a lot of things the last campaign. I mean, the last place I was eating.
Oh, Ben and I have that in common.
We'll try to work on that. He's almost house trained.
What's a house?
Nice.
As long as you don't try to eat me or anything like that, he's pretty cool.
And standing not far off is kind of a silvery blue kobold. Jangling's a little bit of a... He wants to be a real dragon when he grows up. He's working on it. He's got a pet that's kind of bonded to him that's also a real dragon. Almost. But it's part of him. He's a summoner, and he likes dragons.
True. I like dragons too.
They're really cool.
Little
Are you a
salt,
dragon?
Little pepper.
No,
You
I
look
am
like a bigger
Rooksie.
version of him.
No, I do not.
Yeah, aren't a Rooksy lizard? Oh, all right. I see what you're doing there. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
He goes, "It doesn't matter
This
if they're both."
one speaks like a man, not like a reptile.
Oh. Dragon. Not a lizard. I'll do that tongue thing.
Do another high level campaign. It would be fun to do in the Rooksy and do the permanently I grow large.
Yeah.
Great.
Go, Godzilla.
Until you gotta squeeze down the hallways.
Well, like, it's not squeezing until it's, like, tinier. Like, squeezing in 2nd edition isn't just half your space or smaller, it's much smaller. So it's like, you know, if we close the door and you're like, I gotta get under the crack, then it's squeezing. Like, people worry about a bunch, but generally for a large creature going through a 5-foot hallway, for example, it's difficult terrain, which is annoying,
Yeah.
but not the end of the world.
But if they were huge, it'd be squeezing.
Probably, yeah.
Somebody did the math. I think it was like if the where you're trying to go through is like half your size, something like that. So if you're 3x3, which would be huge, if it's less than 10 feet, it would technically be considered squeezing.
Yeah. I don't think you have ways. Well, no, the mammoth riders have ways to get that big,
Yeah.
but then it's like, you want to bring what into my house? Look, he gets very lonely.
No.
You're a small size halfling and a huge size mammoth. What?
No. But, let's see. What is everyone's society?
Non-existent.
So mine's a 10.
Okay.
And then for your knowledge, esoteric lore is 12, and every other lore on the planet is a 10.
+1.
Oh my god!
I know, it's ridiculous.
No, I'm the face. It makes sense.
Well, I was
Yeah,
just
can
like,
I get the APG? Should be back there, maybe. Yeah, it's not over here.
so Zemor knows that. Well, I'm sorry, Zemor and Vrat know that the Ulfin immigrants and native Mawek people harbor deep suspicions of each other. Their mutual distrust makes local politics especially fraught. Ulfin Pathfinder should proceed with caution.
Cool.
Well, there's no Ulfin in this.
And then let's see. So it's just. And then Gwei knows that Valenhall is a legendary warrior's paradise, glorified in Ulfin fables,
Crap, it's not
able
in
to
this
be
book.
found only by those beckoned to it by a mythical call.
Oh, I need to know what gecko grip is.
You
but
can
it's
stick
a
to walls
root.
with just your feet.
Probably.
Yeah, it is. It's you don't need your hands to climb as long as your feet are bare, I believe. But I'll look it up right now for you.
Well, scholars disagree as to whether it's a real place or an aspirational metaphor, a mystery the Pathfinder Society hopes to solve. Last year, a Pathfinder expedition crossed the ocean to the seaside Arcadian town of Port Valen, a way station on the path to Valenhall, and established a new lodge in the former feasting hall of King Svein Blood Eagle, where this meeting is taking place.
Is that right?
No, because it's a feat.
Okay.
It's a racial feat for a Rooksie.
Gecko grip.
Yeah.
Get your climb speed.
Okay, yep.
15-foot climb speed.
15-foot climb.
Oh, I need to go further down.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And as long as you aren't wearing footwear, because you're cliffside, you can use the sticky pads on your feet to climb, leaving your hands free. So I was conflating the two. That actually just gives you a climb speed, and then your racial heritage does the thing I thought that did. Okay. And you get a critical success if you climb with athletics. That's so good. All successes are criticals.
Mm-hmm.
That's full speed. That's good. That's right.
let's see.
Nice. Mo can't even do that.
Anyone need any gear or anything?
No, I got mine situated. I picked up the feather stepstone, which when I step or stride, I'm allowed to ignore difficult terrain, and the other version of difficult terrain, the higher one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the effervescent ampule just allows me to basically run across water once.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably just pick up the 2 healing potions.
I think that's all I'm gonna do too.
So, what level's Rat again?
4.
Okay. So, I think it's just 2 minor healing potions for you guys.
Unless you're swords, and then it's probably different.
Yeah, I'm
No.
scrolls.
It might be different.
I forgot what the general one for people who don't want to use the schools was.
I think all my characters are generalist. Just makes it
No,
easier.
my first is a field commission, so she gets nothing.
Just downtimes.
She gets downtime.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys make it to the stump. And you see a lithe Mawek individual stands atop a giant stump. Their average height magnified by an awesome presence of personality. Their fingers, lips, ears, eyebrows, and nostrils are richly adorned with dozens of rings, each one made of a different material and etched with varying pictograms and sigils. The portal already beckons souls destined for greatness. Welcome, Pathfinders, to the Forest of Trials, a noteworthy juncture in your travels across this vast, beautiful world. And he announces each of you. He knows you by name, and lists some of your great deeds.
I killed the ground sloth.
Yeah, he knows that.
Yeah, I think he might have been there. I don't know. Oh no, that
No.
was different. That was the Tarnbreaker. Never mind.
That was
that
a
wasn't
short
here.
face.
Is that here? That wasn't in Sadiq,
Nope.
was it?
That's
That was
nearer
up
to
north.
Irison.
Yeah, that's right. But they're related, not exactly, but they're like that, similar to the.
And like he
peoples.
knows things that you've done elsewhere, so he's
Well,
like,
I
"Oh yes,
He's a
you
fine
ate the
purveyor
lurkers
of all my
of
cardboard
life."
books.
And so, like, um,
Oh.
if you ask about how he knows so much about you guys,
Yeah, obviously Jango is super
The
curious.
vision quest.
he
Yeah.
says you would expect a blacksmith to know her metals or a shipwright to know his timbers. No, my trade is in adventure and heroism, so naturally I must know how to recognize the significance of those whose paths I cross.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
but
really
how?
good at reading.
But how? But how? How?
Like, I don't know.
Magic.
He has a special ability that basic is called the Recognize Hero ability.
Huh.
So, all right. So we'll
He likes
just
Ben better than me.
Well, Ben's the greater hero.
Ben's super heroic.
a little bit, but but we're also going to give you guys a chance to talk about your heroic deeds. So,
Heck yeah.
he leads you guys back to the feasting hall, and it's packed with layfolk, eagerly distributing and enjoying ales and meads. The floor near the hearthfire has been cleared to provide an impromptu stage with Viltitus standing at the center. His eyes flash with genuine joy and playful mischief. We consume food and drink for our bodies. We consume books and studies for our minds. But we consume tales and stories for our souls. Stories allow us to share our common love of life and remind us why we press on, even when our bodies and minds beg us to return back. Pathfinders gather stories from across the whole world, farther than the sight of a humble villager or even an Arcadian fae. Therefore, I task you to share your most exciting tales with us, so we may, for a moment, share in your greatest achievements. Alright, so there are going to be, let's see, 4 rounds of storytelling. So basically, each of you gets to go. I'll roll a topic that you guys will, one of you will share your stories with. The others can assist with either items or aid checks. It has different DCs for aiding, so it's not just a 20. And then it should be each of you telling a different story. You'll get a penalty if one of you goes twice, basically. And you can always use deception or performance. And then depending on what the subject of the story is about, different skills will go for it. And then in addition, if you can sell me on the skill, you can use that. Alright. So, the first story. The first one is we're looking for a story from across Galarian. It's like really far away from Arcadia, which is easier to do.
It's just about anywhere.
Yeah. So, in addition to deception or performance, you can use religion, society, or a lore about a specific settlement or region, other than Port Valen.
Cool.
if you have equipment from any of those places, or other aspects of their characters that are closely tied to a specific region, such as a crest from a noble house, you get a bonus to your check.
I think I
Oh, where did I
like
get
to
that?
start this off
amulet?
with. I think it was the first time I played with you guys, the Lions and Catfish scenario, and
Yeah.
that was whenever we talked the lion down, and he became our friend and everything like that. And that was before Jingling became a summoner, and he was a bard. I'm going to use deception, and I'm going to make this where Jangling is a little bit more of the hero than heroic hero than he really was, and everything like that, with his daring do and everything like that.
Yeah.
And kind of shine the light on himself just a little bit as he's doing this. And I think, did we get a Wayfinder from that one, guys?
Which one?
Lions Catfish, was that?
You don't get it from that one.
That one, okay.
specifically.
It must be from a different one. So I won't use the Wayfinder that I've got. And
I mean, you can absolutely use the Wayfinder.
You
maybe
get one
that'll
for
be kind
free.
of the deception.
Technically, if it's your second chronicle, that qualifies you for the free Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could be
Sure,
like,
if that was
yeah,
my first
they
or
gave me a
second.
lion-shaped Wayfinder.
Okay, so this die has never been good to
Oh,
me,
that's
but I'm
right.
hoping that it will be someday.
I was like, I thought my Wayfinder was. If my Wayfinder is
Well,
it's
it's a
weird
17 altogether.
And then did anyone want to...
Does it count as my?
No.
What
Basically,
did you use?
like you can...
I can use whatever.
Yeah.
If I present my Resmiran Wayfinder, you're like, look, they're global.
Like, it would be more to help his story. Yeah, I can see it.
Nice. So that's going to be a 26.
Okay.
So that would be
So that's
Success.
a crit
Yes.
success for the aid. So that's that one, that one. So,
good story. And then Gway's drawing on a cardboard piece of paper about your story, and he's doing a kind of okay. You look more like Mushu in my art than you do yourself, but that's better than he's going to come out in his image.
He doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, so Gway has worked with Aruxi before. I saved some.
Yeah.
and black.
In United in Purpose.
Yeah.
I killed. No, that's not the one. Yeah, it is.
I killed
Redwood Swamp,
so
yeah.
many Aruxi.
No, no.
They were
I
so
saved them
mean.
from themselves.
No, I saved there's a tribe in the swamp.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't kill any. I might have. I might. I don't remember. I might have eaten actually, I think I did eat one, didn't I? I faintly remember.
Not in that one.
No,
I don't think-
no, it was the undead one.
We
wasn't
fought
it?
undead in that
Yeah,
one.
that's what it was.
You eat undead? That's weird, man.
Fucking Gway eats everything.
All right.
Now, there is a ghoul in Abomination Vaults
Oh yeah.
that will only eat other undead.
I haven't played
Yeah.
Abomination Vaults. I'd
Yeah,
like to
there is
play
this
in it
ghoul.
one of these days.
In Gauntlet, yeah.
That he's like, no, I'm not interested in you. You're not undead. What?
What?
No, I only eat undead. The flesh has to be flavored with undeath first. It's like,
Flavored, huh?
Hey man.
you're nasty.
I mean, sure.
You,
And of course, our
But
witch
yeah,
decides
we-
to become an undead master and takes him as her pet.
that's awesome.
It's like,
Well, speaking of which, so this time, Viltidis would like a story that features magic and mystery.
I've got one.
So, Arcana occultism, lore about fortune-telling games or planes, or, whatever skill you
I
have.
can back you up with our
If you
If you
share
want.
your own riddles or puzzles, or cast at least a first level spell to augment your storytelling, you
Okay, do
gain
that.
a bonus.
No, I really do. This might not be the good one for this. So if someone else has something that, honestly, I think Way would be the best for this.
I mean, Gway's gonna be the best at all of them. You guys told me your
I mean,
stats.
No, I think I could sell Brian on using survival for the one I want to use.
Mm-hmm.
What were the skills that you said, Brian?
Let's see. Arcana, occultism, lore about fortune telling, games, or planes other than the material plane. As well as deception or performance, and you can also sell me on the skill.
Do you have?
I'm an expert in
Your
Arcana,
Eidolon.
but I'm
Yeah, I
not
know.
smart.
Do you have lore in one of the planes to do with your
No,
Eidolon?
I've got undead lore.
Oh no,
and
you would
the
have like
library
draconic lore or something, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my occultism is a 9, but I can make it a 10 with my occult pendant.
I could do an aid using Arcana or Deception with a +9.
Do
in
you have
Deception.
spells?
I do, and I
You
could
can cast
do-
a first level
I
spell to make it
could-
fancy, right? If,
Yeah, focus spells don't count as an actual first level spell, do they?
No.
Yeah, cantrips are heightened, but they're not considered leveled.
Yeah.
So I could do heal or magic feign. You know, we don't have a hell of a lot of spells. So I've got a level 2 dispel magic, and then a level 1 magic flaying, and a level 1 heal.
And you'd also face a penalty for going again. As a primary
That's
teller.
right. No, I would be backup.
No, he's
and the
wants to do
spell would
Okay.
it needs. I would back up as the spell or the skill, whichever would be.
Okay, that's what you're going
Okay.
for. Okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Which one?
So,
would you like me doing?
Magic Fang is fine. I mean,
Okay.
Gwei is a chomper goblin, and that would be. So I imagine we can make it flashy.
Yeah, it
or like
says
I'm-
choose an
I make
unarmed
like
attack.
a cardboard enemy, and I'm I had a train of thought going with the occultism, and then I forgot what the story had to be about.
It's
Magic and stuff. right?
magic and mystery.
Yeah.
That's right up your alley.
So I'll with my new tome, I'll read a number of riddles. So this one time, working with a vigilant seal, I came across these 2 doors, and one was like, "I only lie," and one goes, "I only tell the truth." And I had to come up with an option of what to do between the two, and then I'll present like these 2 cardboard doors that I make real quick and spit, make some glue and whatever. And I was like, I don't know how to go overcome this, and they gave me this really verbose riddle, and then I'll do like a goblin version of the riddle, like knock thrice times and blah yada yada, and then he'll cast magic fang on me, and I'm thinking, and this is how I completed. And I chewed one door off, and I was like, "Did I eat your brother?" No, you're the door that lies. And I go in the other door, and I walk through. Oh, nice. That's gonna be a 24.
You probably don't even need my help, dude.
Let's see. Alright. That was a very good story. Alright. Next one. Like, Jangling's story was good, and but Gwei goes, and everybody's just laughing, and they love it. I'm not sure the dice thing is working. There we go. A different number. It's just going in order. What is up with you? How am I rolling you? Alright, so this time we're looking for a story of thought-provoking stories laden with profundity. You can use diplomacy, society, a lore about intellectual topics such as academia, art, or warfare. Okay. Players who have gained at some point 1 or more infamy and describe their growth beyond their past misdeeds, or who share complex or difficult backstories, gain a bonus on this one.
Yeah, a bonus for infamy. That's amazing.
I think they're implying that you're like, Oh, I gained infamy once, and then I
Did
felt
you?
very bad about it. And I'm a
Redemption arc.
changed person after I butchered the entire village because they wouldn't give me free
That's right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm beyond that now, and I'm a better person.
Mhm.
So would I get a bonus for being a redeemer on that?
Tell us a good story, Casey.
Let's see.
Well, I think he's got a good story.
Casey's like, not me, but I've redeemed other people's infamy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I have a ledger. Let me tell you. And Gway's like, do tell me. Writing names down. I'm coming for your left shoes. I'm shitting in your left shoes, buddy.
I don't know. I think if what I would say, given what it's saying, is that if it's Zemor's life was turmoil before he became a champion, then maybe that way for the bonus. But otherwise, just sounding smart works.
Just sounding smart.
That's all you
Is
need to
anybody
do.
in this group actually smart?
No.
No, I have a 12. Only because I hit level 5.
Charisma,
Strength.
yeah. Dex.
Dex.
Yeah. And a little bit of wisdom.
So here's how I'm going to try and sell this to him.
Okay.
So I was sent into the Finidar Forest. The Finidar Forest is a very, very unique forest because the trees are extremely combustible, as in explosively combustible. And it was being polluted by the abyss. And it was being done, and we had to track down and find this corruption. It was being done by a cyclopean monolith at the heart of the forest, by a Leshy.
Nobody expects evil.
No one expects the evil, corrupted Leshy. And so he's going to describe the way that he and his group had to move through this forest and track. And he wants to use survival.
Grandmother Willow before she...
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a 20.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, so there's like a few of the nerdy people in the back going, "Boo! Use bigger words." But everyone else is like, "Whoa! You can track people like doing this, and you can." I would never have thought of going through a forest like this. And the trees explode? That's amazing. That doesn't sound real. And
All
so-
trees are explosive if you use enough gunpowder.
and so-
People are explosive if you use enough gunpowder.
Anything's explosive with enough gunpowder.
That sounds like a scientific lesson that we can teach. Everybody who said boo, raise your hand. Hold on to the satchel, please. Why are you tying them together? Don't ask, don't tell.
Alright. So, he gestures towards Frat, and Biltidus requests stories rich with action and physical prowess. You can use acrobatics, athletics, lore about physically demanding professions like gladiatorial work, mining, or sailing. You can take some damage to reenact your stories so dramatically that you get a bonus.
I'm trying to think of which one that would be.
Jangling doesn't hit as hard as the other guys, so let him hit you.
I think I'll do within the parry.
Well, he definitely doesn't want to take a hit from either one of us.
No.
He doesn't want to get hit by himself either.
That's fair.
Especially since he just got his.
Did you
bow.
remember your striking rune?
Now that I'm level 4, I can take it.
I'm just reminding you because Brian did say make sure you get all your equipment, and sometimes you forget.
Well, I got the striking rune when I got to level 4. The last time I was only
Gorgeous.
level 3 and I couldn't get it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to use my bow on myself. That would hurt. But
I mean, you can wrestle with your bear.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not like we can't heal you.
Yeah, I'll wrestle with my bear. He can use athletics, and I'll use acrobatics.
Yeah, that'll work.
So you're both dodging blows.
Roll his athletics first. Because that'll be like the aid check, basically.
That would be a +9.
Can I give him guidance?
Yeah.
All right.
Give the bear guidance.
Yeah, damn right.
Okay.
I want him to crit. No.
Awesome.
Oh no! Drink! Drink!
Oh, that's horrible.
How horrible.
14.
15.
Fi-
Plus 1 for guidance.
That would make it 14.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So, not a critical fail.
So,
What's your
Ben's a
bears?
bit confused about what you're trying to do. He's
like,
doing
what?
I could do
his-
cartwheels in the background as an acrobatics check to try and do an aid if you want me to.
That'd probably be good.
Or is that going to be your
We
pet doing
We
All
cartwheels
do
in
acrobatics in the background.
I could actually do athletics and wrestle
So
around
that's a
with him, I bet.
17, so I didn't aid.
Well, that would work.
Okay. Now I'll do my acrobatics to do my.
Oh
Holy
my
hell.
gosh. Here.
I thought I,
get it.
I thought I switched dice. Apparently, I did not switch dice. It
What was it?
was a 14.
Okay.
Let's see.
I rolled a 4 and a 4.
It would have been a success if you want to keep it.
Would that would be a success? Oh, then I'll keep
Yeah.
it.
Thanks to the aid. Alright. Yeah, it's a little rocky. Ben isn't used to being a performance bear.
Ben's like, I thought I got out of the circus.
Ben's like, what's a circus?
That's fair.
Well, just yeah.
Alright. So, for succeeding, you guys are gifted a pair of tracker's goggles.
Oh, nice. Here you go.
Okay. Just the support benefits on this. It says it's only 1d8, not 2d8.
Well, it's your
Your hunt prey.
ranger
Applies.
Great. Okay,
precision that's added in the extra. Alright.
Yeah, your
Tracker's
beast
goggles.
companions gain the benefit of your hunt prey, whatever you choose. So if you do nimble, because they get agile at 10, and then you go flurry, they get to all the minuses, and so they're only like a -4 instead of 5, or 3 instead of 5, and it's good if you want to get a bunch of attacks off. But the bear's really good if you only want to get your attack off.
So after some drinks and food,
Yeah.
you guys did really well for your storytelling.
I think in this.
And then he takes you guys to a revered smithy, and you guys meet Tomfer Bronzehelm. The shop is renowned as the birthplace of the most magic weapons and armor in Port Valen. And Viltidus says, many dreams of greatness, but dreams' legs often buckle without sturdy tools to support its weight. Any who brave the force of trials must be well equipped, and such instruments of valor are forged here in the Song of Fire and Steel. Ask that you assist our esteemed smith with crafting a tool worthy of a hero. One you'd be honored to receive yourself in coming years, were you to journey to Valenhall. And he introduces you to Tomfer Bronzehelm, who is working on a magical item fit to take to Valenhall. The item is still mostly unfinished, as he's been putting off the procedure for imbuing the item with magic, since that step always seems to go awry. Viltidus tells you guys to make their mark on the item alongside Tomfers, so that part of their identity may journey into glory with the item's wielder. Let's see. So,
Oh, that's my bad.
he is working on an Arcadian blunderbuss. And let's see. Alright. You guys will need to do three simultaneous skill checks. So, crafting is one.
Not a surprise.
And then society, thievery, or if you have a lore about any settlement or other topic closely associated with firearms, you can use that. Let's see. So 3 of you need to roll. One of you can aid the others, or aid someone else.
I'm straight on out of all
Okay.
of that stuff unless
As
I
am
can
I.
talk you into doing an Arcana check to help make the magic item.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. That's a +8 for me, guys. Where we at for there?
I got +7 for +6 for crafting.
That's higher than my 0.
I'm at an 8 for crafting, but I'm at a 10 for everything else.
You're probably gonna have to do
My
it.
thievery is +5. Well, it's not trained. But it's
Yeah,
+4.
I'm untrained and
Okay.
all that.
So you have none of those?
What were they again?
So crafting, society, thievery, or lore about firearms.
No. The only thing I got is crafting. The only thing he used crafting for is making arrows on his
Yeah,
off-drives.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll do an Arcana check to try and help him out with that.
So that'll replace one of the lowers.
Yeah, so it's a 27.
Okay. I can do. So all you have is crafting.
All I have is crafting.
All right. So you're gonna have to do that, and then I can do one of the
Do
other ones.
a lower check of some kind, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I can do thievery. I can do lore. I can do
Okay.
crafting.
They're all the
they're all
same.
at a 12
Okay.
or a 10,
Yeah.
except for crafting. But he's the only. He can't do anything but crafting. So he has to craft, because Casey can't do any of them.
I'd offer to aid, but nothing.
No, you did your roll.
nothing I can do.
No, yeah, you did your roll.
Yeah,
So roll your crafting, and let's hope.
That's a 20.
Total
boy.
nice. All right.
The dice was on. The dice.
I rolled
the
a
dice
2.
was nice.
I'm not happy with a 12.
Yeah, 12 would be a
hero
fail.
point. I can roll better than a 2.
Come on, buddy.
I can roll a 9, so that'll be a 19 or a 20 if you'll allow me to cast guidance on myself.
Yeah.
I'll give you guidance if nothing else. I've got it too, fellas.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget.
Okay.
So it's a
Oh.
20, a 20, and a 27?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you guys are successful in imbuing and finishing of the blunderbuss, which is named Lead Roar. And for your successful help and expertise, you can have your choice of a +1 striking weapon of your choice, simple or martial, or a oh no, that's the higher one. So, any +1 striking weapon, simple, martial that you would like.
I don't need it.
I'm only level 3, so and I've already got a +1 on my hand wrap. So
I'll take a longsword and striking.
Sure. And then
You longsword, or do you want to do a? Do both your bow and your rapier have it?
He has a dagger and a longsword and his bow, and he mainly uses his bow.
Aren't you dex based?
Yes, I hit things far away.
Yeah, I'm aware. Why you have a longsword and not like a finesse weapon?
your short sword might
that's
be
what it's
better.
getting.
You know, it's just something I just grabbed. I'm like, oh, it's his backup weapon to his main weapon, so I just picked a longsword.
Yeah.
Because if things go according to
Well,
plan,
so a finesse weapon allows you to use your dex to hit, not to damage, but to hit. A
Yeah.
longsword requires strength. You can't use dex with that.
that's fine.
that's-
I got a plus
okay.
one. I got a +1 strength.
All right, I'm talking to you, Fred, about
I know.
a thing that you can get right now, and you're telling him you want the longsword instead.
So instead of with a short +1,
Yeah, short sword or
sword.
long sword. I think short sword also has agile.
It's
Rapier
versatile,
does not. It's
piercing,
just
and
finesse,
slash,
but they're both.
too.
Yeah.
So I'll get a +1 short sword.
Yeah, I think the short swords are actually one of the better weapons in the game.
They are.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The Rogue in the Agents of Edgewatch campaign I'm running uses one almost exclusively, and it's annoying.
What's the dice on the
D6.
It's a D6. So
I think the main reason why I picked the longsword because it has a D8 damage.
Yeah.
But if you don't hit very much with it, that D8 damage means nothing.
I don't ever plan on using it.
you always
Dagger's
go
not
for a
that much
dagger
worse than a
pistol.
short sword.
That's fun.
Not that much.
It's a pistol and a dagger.
That's right.
And because it's a dagger, you can throw the pistol at people.
And give it returning.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
6 or whatever. That'd be great. Throw the whole gun, returning comes right back to you.
Because it's a combination weapon, so
Yeah.
you just put it in melee mode and you're like, and I throw it.
So it's like
Does the same
it's like a
amount of
stock
damage
that
as
turns
if
into a
you shot.
bayonet.
Everybody wonders why I put the returning rune on this pistol. It's not for the ammo.
And you can put returning on it because
Yeah.
it has it. The dagger part has the melee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. If I just rotate the rune slightly this way, it angles it. Now it's a boomerang.
Right, makes me
What kind of
think
weird
those,
weapon shit are you into?
Toys that's the bunch of triangles that you can twist
Oh,
into
yeah.
shapes. And
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like, you're just like, oh, it's a gun? And now it's a knife.
That's a
Universal
knife. That's
weapon.
not a knife. That's a knife.
It's a striking short sword, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 2d6.
2d6 plus what?
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget the what.
And let's see.
So you have a 16 dex, 18 dex.
18 dex.
Sexy. Yeah. So it'll be proficiency plus 5 to hit, and then it'll be plus 2 damage. No, it doesn't get the plus 2 to the
No.
plus 1 to damage. Just your strength. Yeah.
Just strength.
So it'll be
Fair.
2d6 plus 1.
But the hit, it still goes off my deck.
It'll be the same as your bow. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we got, what was it? We got evil grandmother Willows? No, that was somebody's story. Never mind.
That was my story.
No, this is actually here, so it'll be okay.
You mean the river's not there?
Yep.
Just a forest then, right?
So, like, the smithy is here. You guys are out here. Everything's looking fine.
Oh, and then he gets attacked.
And then anger.
Anger.
Anger, unmitigated fury.
Are we over here? Or...
Oh yeah, were we in the smithy?
You guys were leaving the smithy.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys finished. And then, basically, from what I understand of what they said this encounter is about, is that working with magic items just sometimes draws things to it. So you just kind of get the impression that not only is he trying to smith and enchant magic items, but he's also having to deal with things like this happening all the time. Which is probably why he's like, oh, the enchanting part's always the hardest one.
Valid.
Yeah.
Super valid.
Very much so. It's like, the hell did these come from?
So we hear like a outcry behind us, and we're like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
he's getting jumped."
You guys.
Okay. I didn't think I needed to know about that, but sure. So, what happens is you see a couple little fiery creatures, one of which probably escaped from a certain champion's armor.
She's not here.
I know. It's freedom. It's
Also,
my week
that's
off.
a cold one. That wasn't a hot one.
She never had a hot one.
I now she wishes she was here because she wants a hot one.
Pretty much.
You. You're coming with me.
You,
No!
you
Yes.
on the front. The cold one's in the back. If you insist, mistress.
God.
It's an Atlas. This job's so hard.
But a couple of
I'm sorry, I saw a tattoo and I was like, "That's the great." It's you know the girls get that underboob tattoo. She got Atlas holding up. I was like, "Man, that's gorgeous."
That's amazing.
I'm like, you got when you're like, yeah, you know how girls get the underboob tattoo. I'm like, no.
Brian's like, "I got one." No.
I got Atlas holding this up. I can't show it to you guys.
There's just one really exhausted. There's just one really exhausted little stick figure underneath our bellies, like, ugh.
But the big dice are looks like some armors that have come to life.
Oh, jeez.
Also, they seem to be wielding blunderbusses. And they're on
That's
fire.
Great.
Fire.
Initiative?
Yep.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good. Let's see. And you guys are wait. Zemore?
13.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yuck.
He rolled bad.
Rat?
Wish I give you
19.
some of mine.
Jangling?
24.
And Gwei?
27.
Gwei, you're up first.
All right. Subjectively, which of the two creatures seem like they're the more egregious of a? Like all four have blunderbuss, or just the armors do?
Just the armors. They look a bit scarier.
All right. So let's exploit vulnerability on big one.
Okay.
That's quite a lot. I mean, shit. I gotta do math. 13, no. 12 plus 19, 31?
31.
That's gotta be a crit.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't gotta be. I don't actually know, but that's. I don't know the
Just-
standard. In the future, remind me to write the standard DCs down so I have the access to them.
Just like. I'm like, I don't know why. I always forget about Gwaves.
I don't feel bad. I play him and I also forget about him.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so 31, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is a crit success.
All right. So, I know all their weaknesses and all the resistances, immunities. So the armor.
Okay. So, the weakness is cold 5.
Woo!
Okay.
Yay me!
They're resistant to
And
fire.
here you were saying, I'm going to be useless.
I'm so
No,
excited.
it looks like you're going to be the most useful.
I'm so excited.
Constructs. You and your immunities. Okay, they're immune to bleed, death effects, disease, doomed, drained, fatigued, healing, mental, necromancy, non-lethal attacks, paralyzed, poisoned, sickened, and unconscious.
All right. Weakness cold. Okay. And then I have a feat. Let me double check real quick. All right. Does that just me?
Could I get a water, please? Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I don't need to worry about breach defenses because I'm gonna stick with. the
Have you ever seen
weakness.
those fans over at Home Depot that spit water?
I almost
Oh.
picked one up when I was building my deck a couple of months ago.
All right. So either way, it's
I'm almost tempted to pick
Weakness
one up
5.
right here.
Can't use it in here.
I know, but I'm still tempted.
I get it.
all right. And then
Can you go off to the side a little bit?
30.
Perfect.
And then I will bite it. Okay. That's a 26.
That will hit.
All right.
Which drill did you put in?
8 and 7. Jesus Christ. Max damage -1.
Nice.
All right. So 15 plus 4 plus 4. So 19, 23, weakness 5.
Well, now.
So 27. No, 28. Sorry. Oh, no. How does weakness work? They just take.
It just adds an additional on top.
Additional damage.
Okay.
And it's never it's not doubled.
No, I know. I
Yeah,
didn't know
okay.
if it was like. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. It's just there's number value and it just adds that much damage.
It
if
adds
you-
that
okay.
much damage if you use that kind of damage.
Yeah. So 15, 8, 23, 28.
Yeah, that's literally why when we did our final, what was it? It was the final playtest for Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Second
So
edition.
breach defenses is really good if they have like weakness 20, because then I get to tap that weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be great at high levels.
It's also good for when you don't have easy access to stuff like alignment damage.
Oh, right.
Holy damage.
Let's see.
That's literally what broke the fight, the last couple fights for us in the playtest, because they were demons, which meant they were weakness to holy damage. Brian's paladin had an aura that gave anyone within X amount of yards of him holy damage on top of their damage. One holy damage.
All right, I think that's
Enough,
3 for me. So
Yeah, but it means one holy damage plus their weakness, which was 15. And my fighter basically had an ability that's like, oh, I missed. You take minimum damage, including his holy damage.
Ow.
oh. Oh, okay. So I could do mortal weakness, which then applies. I don't have to do exploit vulnerability on the other guy. He technically has
As
it for
long as
me.
they're the same critter, you
Yes.
gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
To save yourself an action
Cool.
for a bit.
Rock and roll.
So,
So, yeah, basically, high level fighter with
Dude,
max
vulnerability.
damage, with a, even with a minimal damage greatsword. With holy damage added on. It's like, and you are taking 45 holy damage every round because I can't technically miss.
Last session that I played for my Agents of Edgewatch guys, I basically nullified every, and it wasn't me, it was the way that it was written and everything like that. The rogue was so pissed off because the only thing that he was doing was the bleed damage from his weapon rune. No sneak attack damage, no freaking slicing or piercing damage. It's just like, you nullify everything I do.
let's see.
It happens.
Yep.
Changling, 24 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be 8 piercing and 1 fire. And then everyone around you also takes 1 damage.
So that's one more.
The sound. Oh no, stuff like birdshot fire. Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's a scatter trait.
Yeah.
It's
Basically splash, but for firearms.
Yeah.
and then it will
That's
reload.
cool.
And
Good news for Fred. The blunderbuss will most likely be on the chronicle sheet.
so
Go from bow to blunderbuss.
Mm-hmm.
it's a 21 hit.
Yep.
Is that an exotic weapon or is it martial weapon?
Marshall.
Marshall.
Martial.
There's no such thing as exotic. There's uncommon and racials, but they're.
I would put advanced as exotic.
But that's fair.
Yeah.
True.
That's fair.
But they're harder to get hold of than exotic weapons everywhere.
Access.
But if it's on the chronicle sheet, you have access to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, with the bow, I don't have to take an
Reload
action to
action. Yeah.
a reload
Reload.
action.
That's fair.
Firearms are really cool, except for that part right there.
So,
Well, I mean,
Well,
with
they-
my
they
investigator who
have
uses
scale
a crossbow,
damage, yeah.
most of the time,
Yeah.
does a 21 hit jingling?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only 17.
Sorry. 8 damage, and then everyone around takes
One
another
fire
1.
again.
9.
And then
And
let's see.
just like that, I'm at half my hit points.
And then
Sharing
let's
a pool.
see, Zemor.
it's a 4.
Yeah. No, probably won't be one that I put in the tray. 25 to hit Seymour.
Yes.
So 10, 13. And then everyone within 10 feet takes another 1.
10 feet or 5?
10 feet.
Okay. 5, 10. That's 2 more
That's,
for me.
everybody but the bear. Oh, and your summoner. Not your summoner. Your eidolon. God, I can't think of words.
It's with
It's
5.
10.
diagonals are stupid.
Yeah, but it's still just.
No, they
5
count
and
in
10.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. You're right.
And then reloads 19.
No.
still- Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
Alright,
I don't need 2 more
misses.
points of damage.
Alright.
Need to make some space.
And then
between us.
it is Jangling's.
So.
Which one did that? 2?
So, Both of them shot, reloaded, shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna start out with extend boost and boost Eidolon. It goes off. That's a regular success, so I think it goes for 3 rounds. That he's boosted. We'll do act together, and he is going to move to 15, 20, right here. It's one action, and then he's gonna do his breath weapon, which is a 60-foot line, DC 19, reflex save for those 2 right there.
Okay.
I can't remember if that's a 1 action. I'm pretty sure it's a 2 action for his breath weapon.
Most
Usually
breath
2.
weapons are too.
So that would put me at 3 actions. Well, 2 actions because of act together, and then I'll put guidance on you.
Okay.
And maybe I should move.
So that's a success.
I actually am gonna back up a little bit. I gotta get away from everybody. I can't.
Yeah, so they
do
both
guidance next
succeed.
time. It is.
2d4?
I think it's 2d6, but it might be.
It might be 6. I don't know.
Yeah. God damn it. Breath weapon, there it is, 2d6. And it is cold damage.
Yep.
11.
11, so
5. For if they succeed, it's 5 half,
mm,
And +5 because of the weakness.
and whatever weaknesses they have.
you didn't have a chance.
Did Mephit die already?
No.
Oh.
The one you, the armor you bit.
Oh, I did bite him pretty hard, didn't I?
Mm.
Chewing on a piece of armor.
Like, even saving, it was like, oh, and then the weakness hits him. Boom.
I'm out. I'm done. And I'm down a focus point. Puts me at 1.
They didn't like that.
Good.
Alright, take 1 off for me.
I
Take
did.
1.
No, I took
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
took it
Thank
off.
you. Sorry.
Everything you were saying, I'm like, he's dead.
And then it is wrapped.
Okay. Pull out my bow. Hunt prey number 2. Shoot number 2. 17.
For the armor.
Yes.
That one missed.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you guys.
What level does the familiar companion get at 1 action?
When they mature.
Okay.
So if he takes that 6, it'd be 6.
Then it can at least move.
It's trying to hide behind me. Even though it's tall, it's almost as tall as I am.
I think I'm gonna get 2. Alright. Plus, it hates the dragon.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's like, I got your line right here. Give me reflex saves.
I take it me and the
Yes.
dragon, right?
Yeah.
19.
19.
Alright.
If it is considered an AoE. I'm
It
pretty
is.
sure.
So a gout of fire erupts. You to take 3 fire damage.
18 puts me at 15.
Okay.
And then you guys are on fire.
No.
So that'll be fun.
Even though we saved?
Yeah, I thought it wouldn't get persistent, but like
No.
it just says you
Wow.
guys get persistent.
Okay.
for being in it.
Huh.
So they cheat for creatures again.
Yeah.
You have to critically succeed.
Ralph
They
might
just have
be,
to hit you.
Getting dismissed here.
Doing the same to me.
Let me see. Hard to go with that. Could be cool if it works. Alright. Now, we'll fight Chomper to Chomper.
Okay.
TDT.
Well, that. No. Not only did I roll a 5 to attack, but I rolled minimum on the damage. Alright. Does a 24 hit you?
Just barely, yes.
Okay. So proud of him. He got a critical hit off. So that's a total of 10 damage.
Ouch.
I was like, you did what you had to do, buddy. I don't know if I'll see you again, but you did what you had to do. And then Zemore.
Yay. Okay. So wonderful. Was going to be could have been a 14, but it cocked. Yeah, he'll pull out his sword. Move up to that one. And take a swipe at it.
Okay.
It's a 16.
Oh, that's what I was looking at. That one is.
Yeah. Alright. I'm done.
Okay, so you take 3 fire. And
You
then
have been rolling crap, to be honest.
flat check.
17.
Alright, you are no longer on fire.
3 damage, you said?
Yep. And then, Gwei.
I'm looking at this Mephit. And I'm looking at the armor. I mean, you did challenge me to a chomp off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's exploit vulnerability, the Mephit.
Okay.
18 on the die, so 30.
Yep. That is a critical success.
I same cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have nearly as long of a list. They're immune to bleed, fire, paralyzed, poison, and sleep.
Okay. The bleed matters because my crit for my bite is a bleed, so. But they have the same weakness, cold 5.
Cold 3.
Oh, then I'll do personal antithesis. That's 5.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, excellent. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plus 5, 20.
Alright.
20 total.
You successfully eat that one.
Delicious. Oh, then you know what? I'll exploit. Oh wait, is that once per round? Let me double check. Shit, it is once per round.
Oh.
Come on, guys! Help me with the armor. That's me.
Okay.
He didn't seem. They didn't seem to shoot me when I was right next to him.
There was that. I was just like, I didn't mean to just focus on jingling, but I was like, he's kind of in the right
He's right in the
position.
middle of it. I mean,
No, it's valid.
freaking good tactic.
And
The
Gwei doesn't know
monsters-
shit about guns. It was Emoe that was here for the star gun thing, so he doesn't. Gwei's like, cool. He didn't shoot me when I was next to him, and he had a gun, so maybe he won't. This one won't.
The monsters are not stupid, damn it. Although sometimes I wish they were.
Some of them are.
Some are.
Unintelligent.
mean, we could. That'd be funny. Because it went hard and I forgot that. Alright, we'll see. So, Gwei, full of bluster and, you know, got a little bit of armor in him, got a little bit of method. It's a good day for eating. And he points the blunderbuss at you. I don't think an 18's gonna work.
No, 18 does not work.
And the armor reloads.
Well, the last one he did was fire, so he would have to reload,
Oh, yeah.
then fire, then he can reload again, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're right.
Brat! Thank you, buddy.
The armor is like, oh, yeah. Thanks. There's like a click, and then you're like, you have to reload it first. Oh, yeah.
Hence the reason why bow is more superior than blunderbuss.
Until he crits on me and it does 800 damage.
Then we don't have a
Still
goblin
can't.
anymore.
Well, you do. It's just there's some goblin over there. There's some Gwei over there.
Pick a little bit off my armor.
Alright, jangling.
So I'm gonna do act together again.
Mm-hmm.
If those guys have reactives. So I'm gonna move there. He's gonna move there. So that's one action. And then he's going to chomp that guy.
Alright.
I rolled an F and 9. That's so bogus. Should have tricked him actually. 19.
Alright. He spends his reaction to gasp in surprise as you hit him.
And he thumps him with his tail for 9 damage.
Alright. That's
And-
that was against a method, right?
No,
No.
that was
Oh,
the
okay.
armor.
Sorry, wrong
And
one.
then I'm going to
Does
gouging
19 hit it
claw.
flat-footed?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
I was making sure. So, that was 6 damage, you said?
9.
9.
9? Okay.
And then gouging claw on this other butthole.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. 18.
Against a method?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Flanked. Gouging claws 2D. Sorry, guys. Just too much shit. 2d6.
That's why I won't play a summoner.
That's why I won't
5,
play
9.
casters for the most part.
9?
9.
Alright.
Gouging claws, slashing,
It is piercing.
piercing. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was poison.
Yeah.
Druid,
Get
or
some.
they
If I
have
crit
weird
with it, I
things
get some
sometimes,
bleed
yeah.
on it. But
You do, you know, uppercut, you know, rising dragon. It's just impaled on your
Hadouken!
fist, and it did.
Woo! Nice.
Jangalang kill stealer.
And then Vrat.
That's the second time you did that. The dragon stole the kill on the other method.
The other armor.
Oh, and yeah, on the other armor with the that's right, the line.
Two still has hunt prey on it.
Yep.
Tell
Yeah,
the bear
sure
to
does.
attack.
I mean, if you tell the bear to support, it still gets its move.
Well, it still gets to move, but it has to move twice.
It
I
won't.
think.
Yeah.
It has to move twice to get
Oh,
to
okay.
it. It only has 35 feet movement, and I think it's more than that.
Well, I'll count.
You know what I do not miss? The shooting into combat penalty.
Yeah.
So freaking rough, man.
When I first learned Pathfinder, I missed that rule completely. So when I saw like precise shot, it takes the penalty away for being in melee. I'm like, what? There is no
What are you
penalty.
talking
Useless
about?
feat. And so my first ranger never had it. And then we were like, later on, I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That's why the feat exists.
Yeah.
And then I will shoot number
It's a very important feat if you
Yeah.
want to.
Oh,
Be ranged.
Yeah, you're gonna be ranged. That and point blank shot, man.
That is a 21 to hit the armor.
That will
do
hit.
it.
That is 2d8.
Armor's immune to precision.
Construct.
No.
No.
So it's 3d8.
3d8. Yep.
That 9, 11 points of damage.
Alright.
And I will shoot again, and that is -5, so it's
Mhm.
+6. And that's a 10.
Okay. That'll miss. And then Zemor.
Hey, come join the party, buddy.
15, 20. I think so. Yeah, you're just.
It
being
doesn't like
shit.
cold.
I
She
keep
cold-blooded.
forgetting. Yeah.
That's,
Ooh, Zemor? No.
Yeah.
I almost
At least they don't say anything that they are or not.
well, there, I believe,
Don't know.
isn't there an Eruxi that does get cold resistance? Oh no, that would be like
No.
antithesis because lizards hate the cold.
Anyway. That would be a 31 to hit.
kabam.
It's not flat-footed to me.
True.
Yeah, that'll crit.
Kabam.
Plus 4 is 13, times 2 is 26.
Oof. Okay.
Mine is slashing only.
Alright, I think it's dead. Alright, the wording, they have construct armor, so when they hit a certain number of hit points,
Or a crit.
or a crit, they've had hardness that you've had to chomp through this entire time. That's been reducing damage, but once you get halfway or a crit happens, it's gone. And I'm like, probably in the order of operations, it's going to be left at 5 hit points, and I'm like, that's not fun.
No.
Yeah, and I think Wade's next.
Seymour just smashing it to pieces, that's fun.
There's a weak spot right there.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that really got hurt?
I mean,
I took a bit.
I took like
I
gotta
went
do
from
percentage.
39 to 15.
10. I took like 5% of my damage.
I mean, I'm going to start by laying on hands myself. And that gets me most of the way.
I
Up.
went from 60 to 57.
And then, I mean,
Fred-
if we're under no kind of
Do you
time
want me
crunch,
to-
which
Brian, do you want me
that's
to
what
worry
it sounds
about the
like.
persistent fire on? I forgot to
Oh,
even
yeah.
take that, and here's
Oh,
my.
yeah.
Yeah,
as well.
we'll need to. So
Here's
one.
my. I did not recover, so
Okay.
that puts me at 14. How many did I take? Is
One.
it just one?
Just one.
14. I'm
So the
gonna.
next one.
Changling's gonna dismiss him, and then resummon him.
Okay.
It takes me 3 actions to dismiss or summon.
That mic
So
is still
yeah,
on fire.
yeah. My dice, I will be on fire for the rest of the day, trying to get rid of it. So I just
It can only last a minute.
Alfonso, you want to come back in a minute, buddy? And I'm gonna start bandaging myself up.
I
Fire
mean,
Did they
just-
clear conditions when they get unsummoned?
No. So.
So it comes back on fire.
Oh, is that what? Okay. I think so. Like, I don't know. It's funny.
I know that
It
they
doesn't
heal there and they do
explicitly
weird shit. but-
State anywhere that they go away, but at the same time they go to another plane.
So,
Yeah.
like in my mind,
I-
what's happening is there's an outline of fire of where your dragon was, and as long as you don't summon it back right there,
Right in
it's fine.
that exact spot. Okay.
And it'll just stay there burning forever. It's like a little monument.
I'm
That'll
gonna
be
do
fun.
medicine. No, I'm not.
Okay, so Are we
Uh,
under any kind of time crunch at
I
all?
don't
What's your
think
medicine
so.
at?
6.
Okay.
7.
How much does 18 get you up?
That's I was at 14 plus 18 is 32, so I'm still 7 down, but that's
Okay.
a hell of a lot better than I was.
So, 20 minutes for jingling.
I also have to
Another 10
meditate
for
to get
me.
my
Another
focus
10 for
point
you.
back, too.
That gives me up to 4.
Do you want to try and medicine me?
I can try. I mean,
I have
I'm only at
natural
a plus
medicine. I can.
6.
I have a
Okay.
plus 9, so I
Very
can do
close
somebody.
to just.
And we'll let him.
Are you better?
He's got a 9
Okay.
versus your 6.
Yeah.
So I can't do it during combat. I can only do natural medicine outside.
I've got battle medicine, and
Ooh, that's not good.
I think
Well,
I'm probably going to take
Not a critical fail,
That's true.
but it But I can't take it for another
Another
hour.
hour. Yeah.
Or I can do it on myself. Medicine.
So we're at 30 minutes right now. How bad are you, Fred?
I'm only down 3. I'm just doing quick medicine on myself since everybody else is whatever. And then
Yeah.
I can do it on my bear because we're doing 30 minutes and it takes 10 minutes.
It
to
takes
do it?
10 minutes
Each
to
time.
do
Yeah, and you
medicine.
can only do it once every hour
Once an hour
on myself or
on anybody.
on anybody.
So, like, if Casey does it on you, nobody can do it on you for another hour.
okay.
Yeah.
But if I did it on myself,
Right.
I got a 17 on the die, so it's
That
24.
succeeds. Yep.
That succeeds. So
So-
you get 2d8 back.
He's gonna roll 2 1s, so he'll still be down 1 hit point.
Why you gonna do that shit, Ryan?
I got a 5.
He got 5 back, so
Okay.
he's fine.
So
And then you can do it on your bear. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
can
what I
do
was
it on your
wondering.
bear
is-
Yeah.
while I'm refocusing because we've got the time.
That's 16 plus 7.
You're good. Yep. Another 2d8.
23.
2d8, which is.
2d8.
And then Gwei and Jingling
And he got.
each get a hero point for your
Because we kicked
heroism.
so much ass.
because I am the kill stealer.
Mhm.
Don't you forget.
Hey,
fellas.
as long as you get the kill, it don't matter.
Yeah.
And then Jang will refocus to get his.
I mean, yeah,
focus point.
Zemor is refocusing heal.
I imagine
Refocus
Gwei's like
heal.
just picking up the armor pieces and taking it back in the hut. Like, oh yeah, sorry for
If we're
taking a
not-
bite out of this piece of armor that animated. You can use this,
Yeah,
right?
Zemor's sorry for hammering this into a completely different shape.
Tomfer's just like, that's why making stuff is so
I'm
difficult
used to
around
it."
here.
Right?
No kidding, that's messed up.
It's like, this is bullshit. Maybe we should get like a arcane ward.
That sounds even more dangerous. Alright, so let's take a break. We're about halfway through.
Okay. All right. We're back.
Alright, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing. I don't think I ever announced it, but we're playing and continuing scenario 3-13 Guardian's Covenant. They have just defeated some armors and some methods.
What season are we on for Pathfinder?
We're in 3, but I think we're on 4.
They're publishing
5?
4.
I think
aren't
they're
they?
on
Or is it
5 this year.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I don't remember ever playing a 4. No, not a 4, a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't look.
We've
on
done
his
4s.
characters because he was stopped playing for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, a lot of our characters, because when the COVID times hit, we were playing a lot of scenarios, and then we kind of caught up, and they weren't putting them out quick enough.
Yeah, they weren't putting them out
So-
fast enough, so we
Or-
switched to APs and adventures.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
yeah.
And the thing is, we've just never gone back to playing Society in that group.
And it's because the APs are taking forever.
They're
Which
so
is
damn
fine.
To get some good, sweet, consistent storyline going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's the problem with Abomination Vaults, and the players have mentioned that it's just like it becomes such a drag because we're always in this place.
No, yeah.
And so we're
I
doing
mean-
something a bit different with that.
Everybody, I mean, I think most of the group here probably has played first or second edition D&D. Back in the day, that's what it was, man.
Yeah.
You go down into a dungeon
Was,
and spend the entire
One of my favorite comments by a live DM by the name of Brendan Mulligan is talked about first and second edition D&D, and he says, a wizard goes into whatever, and it's like, you don't read books to get better at magic. You have to go kill goblins.
Yeah.
It's like every wizard in AD&D in first edition, whatever, would go out and like, no, read books. That's not going to teach you shit.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go out and kill some. You got to get some goblin viscera on you. You got to get some goblin blood in your veins.
It's not wrong,
and that's the
man.
truth, because it was in order to level up, you had to get experience, and the only way in those editions you get experience was through killing.
Yeah, but then you'd make magical items and lose experience.
No,
If
that was
you're a
only
wizard-
in third
That
edition.
was so
Yeah.
dumb.
And that annoyed
And
the
that
hell
was
out of
all-
me.
It
Only
did
in
me
third
too.
edition.
Yeah, I was at third and 3.5, and it was.
But to
So
be fair,
stupid.
Wizards had in 3.5 your class determined how much experience you need, rather than just being flat across the board. And Wizards had less. So like a fighter needed 3,500 to get to level 3. A wizard only needed 3. But they were meant to expend experience. In first and second edition, your gold became experience. So it's kind of half a dozen one.
Well, and that's like one of the terms that I hear a lot of the old guys talking about whenever they go into a room or a dungeon or everything like that. It's like when they go to search, they're gonna like, I Greyhawk the place.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the term of like
Getting
you
every
turn
last
fucking
cent, yep.
everything over and look everywhere because you guys have
Every
seen,
single gold
especially
piece was an
the
experience.
Gygax shit that he made, he would Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Well, he put
remember-
like a +4, +5 Holy Avenger in the shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
So at that time, those of us that grew up playing that and
It's
everything
a
like
+3,
that,
but
we
it's a
still
+5 in the
freaking
hands
have the
of
mentality sometimes when we go into something like this. It's like, okay, I searched the room. I'm going to look under
That's-
this, that, the other, this, and that, and we would name exactly what we were doing. And now the modern edition is like, okay, I searched the room.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters I ever played was a 3rd edition druid with Vow of Property, because I didn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about anything. I was like, oh cool, I just leveled up, I'm stronger. I didn't care about items because I couldn't have any. Turn into a celestial bear. Eat me. No, I'll eat you. All right.
Like, I remember years ago on Reddit, I don't remember what they were talking about, but, like, one of the things, or the topic I first remember was, my players don't know to loot the enemies they defeated, and I was like, that was me. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, well, I have stuff. Why
Yeah.
do I need their stuff? Is their stuff cool? No?
Sometimes.
Okay, I got a potion. Do I need a second sword? Not that I know. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
That-
take their money. No, they need to bury these bodies. They
So-
got families to feed.
Yeah, when 5th edition first came out, I had a bunch of college students that I was living with at the time, and they had Mormon college students who had never played D&D. So I got them into the beta, the D&D Next, which is great. It's super simplistic, everything, whatever. One of the guys was playing a fighter, and he wanted heavy armor, but plate armor. But that's kind of, I know it's common, but it's
It's
uncommon.
expensive, man.
It's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
So I made them fight an animated plate armor thing, and it collapsed when they beat it. Not once did anybody think, "Oh, can I just have that armor?"
Oh my goodness.
And that was the whole point, was to, by level 2 or 3 or whatever, to give it to him. And I was like, "Yeah, you had your opportunity. Plate armor that you fought, and it collapsed on the ground because you had dissipated the spirit." And he was like, "What?" Like, yeah,
It's right there.
It's right there.
And like,
No more than like you go to a, if you're English and then you go to like their museums, like that's all the loot they stole from Egypt, and that's all the loot they stole
Bed
from
knobs,
China. And that's all the loot
bed
they stole
knobs
from
and
America.
broomsticks.
Yes.
Yeah. Great movie, actually.
I love that movie.
I did too.
like I hear, stories about like, oh yeah, you open this great big door of heavy metal. It's like, what kind of metal? Adamantine? How big? Got dimensions, and they're just like, okay, we figured it out. We pop it off the hinges, and we going home, melting
Yeah.
this down, and
Yep.
we're done.
Yeah.
Freaking gold as
And
XP.
you better believe it.
Man.
And
It really
I have a
is.
dwarf friend. Yeah, you do.
and so then it's just looking for wealth in unexpected places, and I'm just like, because my first D&D was played for tabletop was 4th edition, and it was fun. It was just like didn't know a bunch of this stuff was needed or wanted.
My first real experience with D&D was the red box.
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
My first,
And
That's
no,
what
we
we-
had a great DM. I obviously made the mistake of what happened was we found some pelts tucked up under a riverbank, and I had this random NPC help me, and he distributed them. And of course, I'm like, okay, they look even, yeah. I count them. Are they even? Yeah. Well, what he did was he took all the good ones and left me all the junk ones. And I didn't know to look
No,
good.
well,
but
and
that's how I learned. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we made mistakes.
you learn the harsh lessons once and the easy lessons several times.
Yeah.
I did. I think my very first experience was 2nd edition Dark Sun. So that
Ooh.
was so
Great
far left
setting.
field. My dad was a
Great
huge Dark Sun
setting,
fan.
man.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Conan,
him.
Sword and Sorcery. So he was like, I want to play in that realm, and Dark Sun was the closest thing on Arthos. So I was like, cool. Yeah, I played a dwarf rogue because at that time the dwarves also had they could do the thieves' tools like the rogues could. Sorry. But yeah. Anyways, let's actually
Yeah,
play
let's
some
continue.
games.
Moving right along.
yeah, let's try to get out of here before 5.
Yeah. My wife
I
says
think we
I
can do
have
it by
to go
5.
shopping,
It'll
so
be close, but I think we can do it by 5.
I got a grocery shop.
I did that yesterday
Same.
between
Like one of my least favorite things. in the
between
world.
work and going to another game.
I don't blame you. Grocery shopping.
And you're spending a whole bunch of money, and it's like, I feel like I buy $80 for the stuff, and it's like $200.
That ain't no shit, man. It's horrible.
You're not
now.
wrong.
And I'm like, what the hell? And it's like, why is this thing so expensive? Oh yeah, gas.
Yeah, that's basically everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to pay the building and stuff like that. And I understand that, but it's like,
Transportation costs, man.
All right, so we're heading into the forest deeper.
Who's leading, Ranger?
I don't know what we're doing, honestly. We just
Right.
finished making a magic
Well, we had to
weapon and
meet this
healing.
gentleman to help with the blunderbuss, and then we're going into the forest of trials. So we have to complete a handful of trials.
Yeah. So this one, Viltidus takes you to the border of the forest and says, legends about the Forest of Trials, Arcadia's first barrier on the path to Valenhall, are many and varied. Locals whisper of curses shrouded in secrecy, of bloodthirsty beasts that dwell among the trees. But the forest has long been my home, and I think it supports those who come to know it. Pathfinders, my task is for you to fulfill your society's namesake. Use the day's light to map one of the many footpaths along the forest edge. Respect the forest, but do not fear it, and gather what you need to introduce it to future explorers.
Okay.
Alright.
I
So-
don't have the cartography skill.
Jangalang is a city kobold.
I
fellas.
literally, I was like, I'm already.
I mean, if you really want Zemor's history, he like lived on the border between what's the Rahadum.
oh yeah.
He lived on the border of Rahadum and whoever's on the other side of the mountains. He lived in the mountains and he would guide
yeah.
people that were escaping
through the
Rahadum.
paths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
That-
great. And then he's like, "Hey, there's a cave over there because you're a cave lizard."
Well, cliffside.
Oh, that's it. That's sorry.
Cliff
I like
scale.
the- oh,
He's
you don't have the
really
dark
good.
vision one. You're the climber one. That's right.
Yeah, I'm the climber.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him sticking to the ceiling yet. That's like
Not for the lack of trying. Spider gecko, spider gecko. Sorry.
yeah, but that's the thing. He could.
So for this, everyone, give me your exploration activities.
I will be detecting magic and What's that?
I
Um,
presume you're scouting.
Because it gives
'Cause you get to
everybody +2 to
initiative.
initiative.
I'll
Yeah.
be searching.
I have to look up what all I can do. Search. I'll probably also be searching.
Yeah.
I got
'Cause I can't
also
think of-
experience tracker at level 4. If I could
Nice.
I'm trying
So
to
if we find a trail,
So
you
mine
can
is
track
my
it without
perception's a 9
the minus
go
5.
with
for my
minus five.
search.
That's good.
It just seemed to make sense for this character.
Oh, for sure.
So, Ralfonso can do a separate activity from me.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what to do with him, honestly.
I would say searching if you don't
Okay.
know.
I'll
More
look
dice
up.
is
I'll
good.
try and come up with something better.
Okay.
But that's probably what he's going to do. I just don't
Yeah, I
know.
need to look at all the. I always forget what the
I
exploration.
do too, dude.
Most of them, like,
We only need one person scouting because
Yeah.
you only get that bonus
Yeah.
once.
Excuse me.
and then there's like avoid nose, raise shield, or defend. Not
Yeah,
raise shield.
defend, but effectively the same thing.
Yeah, you walk around with your shield raised.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I have the spell. I don't have an actual shield.
yeah,
I mean, I have the actual shield.
you can sustain
But-
the spell as well.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's detect magic.
Yeah, that's I think what Jang would be best at, but
I think the funniest thing is that's what my barbarian does anymore. Because she has the arcane eyes, so she just has detect magic up. And she's the barbarian.
okay. Investigate.
yeah. So
Why
there's-
wouldn't I constantly do recall knowledge?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I will be investigating.
Avoid
If it's
notice.
esoteric, it's a 12. Otherwise, it's a 10.
Does defend do anything if you don't have a shield, guys?
No.
No.
No. Defend allows you to raise a shield as an
Oh,
as
It
your.
basically allows you to start with your shield raised. in
Avoid
combat.
notice, defend, detect
Alright.
magic, follow the expert, hustle, investigate.
You
I think he's just gonna search. I mean, there's really
Okay.
nothing else that I feel like. He
Do you
can
have detect magic?
I do.
So you
Jang
can do
does.
identify magic as your.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So basically, just because we know there's ambient magic effects, you
Oh,
can keep
yeah.
your eyes open for that for us.
He's got shit for stealth. I guess he could sneak.
Yeah,
which
so-
he don't.
What's
just
your
search.
dragon's search?
It's perception, right?
Yeah.
Plus seven.
Yes.
So, okay. Let's see. So, the footpath you guys choose is filled with dense foliage. So everyone needs to give me acrobatics, forest lore, herbalism lore, nature, stealth, or survival.
Where'd it go?
17
There
and,
it is.
oh, natural 20 for my pet.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
28 for Gwei.
28. Okay.
22 for Zemore.
26 for Rat. Oh, I forgot the bear. What was it again? Acrobatics? Okay.
Yeah, that was one.
Bear
What's
got
it-
a 9.
I think you can do survival and some other stuff as well. But,
His
and that
acrobatic-
one sucks, anyways. So.
Yeah, I rolled a 1, so.
Yeah.
Is
I-
it necessary for him to get higher?
It's not necessary for him. Like, I would just use what I would count as is a failed aid check, so that would just lower yours by 1, but
Okay.
you still succeed with
Nice.
what you rolled.
17 for Jang and a 27 for Alfonso.
Okay.
Ben just went straight through it.
What skill did you use?
I was using acrobatics for both of us.
Okay.
I was using acrobatics for both of us, too.
I was using survival.
I was using acrobatics.
Okay.
Why am I the one using
Because
survival?
you're not dexterous.
But I am wise.
Yes. Which is always handy.
Okay.
Nobody ever expects it from
No.
the beat stick.
I'm a pal. Well, I'm not a paladin, but same vein.
Yes.
You're
a champion.
Yeah, I'm a redeemer, but still champion.
Is Redeemer's chaotic, right?
No,
No.
they're good as well, but they're
Liberators
neutral.
are your chaotic.
oh, that's it.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm neutral good.
Liberator's a pretty great class too.
Yeah, they're
they're all pretty good. I mean, champions.
I
are good
mean,
in general.
champion
All the
has
champions are
all the champions have
Great
something
classes,
that
yep.
make them really good.
Yeah.
Very cool class.
I thought about
I mean,
doing
even the evil ones are like, they get some cool stuff. I mean, Iron Command is actually pretty brutal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's for you guys. I'm gonna go see how well those guys are good on you, because I doubt it's gonna be that good.
this time. I don't think I'm gonna push right by each other. It's like maybe that much difference.
Well, at level 6, he can start riding his bear.
You're small, right?
Yeah.
You're a gnome.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be funny to have a gnome with a bear companion.
Have you? You're not doing a bleaching gnome though, right?
He's chameleon.
Chameleon.
No, his hair changes color. And it actually gives him a +1 or +2 to stealth or something like that.
That's pretty okay.
Yeah, when your color matches the environment.
Hmm.
So you're probably
Your hair
up
is green and brown right now.
Probably. It looks like the camo for
The
hunted-
old
oh,
BDUs, dude. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like, right?
Yeah. Green. The ones that actually work.
Well,
Well,
they
the
work well
multicam-
for what they were for.
Yeah.
The multicam actually works better
Oh.
than
The
those,
ACUs.
the ACUs.
Kind of put yourselves in a marching order in the middle.
Right, it'd probably go you, then Gwei. Oh no, you're in the lead because you're scouting, right? Yeah,
No,
so
for
maybe
this,
so
we
we're
are
going
going
this way,
to
right?
use trees and river bends.
So where do we need to be at?
Probably in here.
Going which direction?
Well, that way.
Towards the log.
Excuse me.
I don't know where everybody goes. Ah, dog.
Yeah, I'll just start throwing stuff on the paper.
Hey, as long as it
Quick,
works.
before it blows away.
If you guys want, I've got a full set of all the pawns that's a spare that I could bring in and leave here if you guys want.
Oh, yeah,
I
got
mean, I
pawns
know
too.
we've got pawns.
Yeah, I just
I forgot about them.
and like I
Alright.
said, they're a spare set.
I just like dice because
Just easy to remember what numbers what.
it's that, and it's also. I find when I do figures, sometimes I'm like, I want something that matches, and I'm like, my collection is not so fast.
I'm with you.
All right.
No,
so,
I have a fairly vast collection that I should probably bring in.
for this, you guys have successfully mapped out the area, and you're on your way back. Let me get through it. And our dragon and Zemor see two smaller creatures and a bigger one that with, because I think some of you have fought them before, but Gwei quickly identifies as a bugbear and two skulks who are hiding and not well enough against those two apparently. So it's initiative. You guys get +2 because
Of
Brat
scouting.
scout.
Yep.
And then In addition, if you want, you can use any of the skills that you use for mapping for your initiative.
I will do that.
And you could
Oh.
use your, like, esoteric lore.
All right.
But I will be using
Sweet.
Nice.
Jesus. Okay.
Did you roll one? No.
I rolled
Still
17.
nice.
Yeah. Fuck.
The dice are hot over
All right.
here.
So
Mm.
2, 14, 17, 31.
Not 31 good, but they tried.
That's okay. I'll only roll ones for the remainder of the combat now.
Unfortunately.
So, jangling.
27.
And Brett
19.
and Seymour.
I rolled an
24.
8.
Nice.
Great. Just do roll high the rest of the combat, okay?
Yeah.
Just make
that's
that
all
happen.
we care
all right?
about.
That's
Yeah.
all we give a shit about. You go last all you want to. Just
Yeah.
roll high the rest
Yeah.
of the time.
The log across the little river is going to be uneven terrain, so you're flat-footed while you're on it, unless you succeed in acrobatics.
Unless you have steady balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or steady balance.
Which I don't. I'm just making sure we understand
Yeah.
rule interactions.
Well, that would be my
What about a
rogue.
climb speed?
He could,
Because
usually
with his
not,
gecko
but,
feet, he could
yeah.
walk on the bottom of the log if he wanted to.
Now, what
he
does
could walk a
what does your
circle
race
around
give
it.
you? It gives you something.
It
else.
gives me combat
oh,
climber
combat
immediately.
climber. That's right.
So I start with combat climber. I have gecko grip.
Yeah.
So yeah, his
When we
he
start
literally
going back
is
to
like,
level
oh,
1,
it's uneven.
level 1s, I'll
Yeah.
probably
So
try
I'm-
to bring
I'm gonna
patches.
play devil's advocate.
what's he-
Steady balance
He
has nothing to
is
do with
a
athletics. It's about
Yosoki
acrobatics.
sorcerer.
So to me, I would say no if I were
With
the DM,
a
but Brian
rat
can roll however
familiar.
he wants.
I'm considering.
My guess is
strongly
just get across it as
considering
fast
just
as
trying a
possible.
straight wizard.
I have to do the same. Don't feel bad.
I tried a wizard,
I get
him
it,
as a
but
wizard. I didn't
Combat
quite
climber does
like
have
it
to do with
that much.
athletics because it's climbing.
I didn't
It's
say
a-
athletics. I
it's
said
acrobat.
steady
I
balance
I
has
just
to do
find
with
that some of the
acrobatics.
things were annoying.
Okay, oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was saying.
Having
My bad.
your
I misheard
spells and
you.
everything
No,
like that
that's
instead
fair,
of being
that's fair.
locked in
I
to-
said it has nothing to do with athletics,
I get
which is
that.
I probably should have clarified. I
I've
meant
played
acrobatics,
wizards
but yeah.
before, but it's one of the things I was kind of annoyed with.
But I mean, you
I
could
wanted to try it.
if you
him as
were
a
crawling
sorcerer.
across the bottom of it.
Yeah,
And
that's
what
the
Totally
thing.
valid. Yeah,
did you say it
'cause
was?
that's just narrative.
He was with a
And that's why I say
dragon
it's
bloodline.
really more
you
narrative.
hold on, and then the
So
moss
it's
just
kind of
lets
funny.
go.
He'd be
Shit!
doing like this, and all of a sudden his hands turn.
I'm
into
just thinking all the
claws.
Robin Hood men
That's cool
types,
as hell.
random shenanigans that can go on.
But
Yeah, but I can go up and down the cliff walls.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
just
it does-
jump
instead
across
of it
the
being a D4,
water.
it's a
Yeah.
D6.
You can-
and
what, you
it's lethal.
Oh no, that's climbing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's
shit, your
just
climbing
thematically,
is
it's cool
guaranteed
as
critical as long as you get a success. So that's full speed.
And when he gets higher level, he can get like wings and stuff like that. I remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna get winglets when he hits 5 for his feet, his class or ancestry.
Ancestry.
I'm gonna say yes for your climb speed to hold on to the log without
Nice.
being hampered by it. Other thing is the river is going to be 10 feet down
It's a big hole
if
going.
anyone falls in.
Cool.
And then Gwei.
All right. So what was the big one again?
The big one is a bugbear.
Bugbear, and then it's the skulls.
skulls.
Okay.
Oh, skulls. I was gonna say hobgoblin.
And then
I picked iron well.
right now they're hidden to you because they were pointed out, so you know what's in those squares, and they would have described it to you, and you would have been like, boom, bugbear, skulk, skulk. And the small one,
But I
there's
can't
skulks.
actually see them.
Right.
All right. So then I can't exploit vulnerability because I can't see them.
Would I have had a chance to pull my sword or no?
We're in the woods.
I
If
know.
we're in exploration
I mean,
mode,
Yeah, like-
exploration.
Ray's shield was an option that we were
I-
talking about, so I think having your weapon out would not be stupid.
Like, you know, it's the Forest of Trials. I would put it up to you whether or not you think you would have had your weapon out.
I was considering it because I'm like, oh, it's not supposed to be hostile, but it's like,
I don't
they're
know.
still hostile animals.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna attempt. So I'm strode, and then I'm gonna leap, which meant I got my 10 feet in, and that's gonna be a 23.
Yep.
Which I assume it's a success. And 15.
Yep.
Um,
You can go 5 feet more if you
oh, I
want.
can go 5 feet more.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I believe it's just.
Oh,
the
it's
DC
that's
is only-
plus 5 if it's over. Yeah, you're right. I just figured half.
Yeah.
Anyways, can I use my action to perceive? Is that what that would be?
Seek.
To seek? Yeah.
From there. I'm just gonna say from there, you can see him now.
Oh, okay.
Like
I can
the
see
cover
the
was
movement.
more this way.
This way. Okay. You know what? Oh, I wasn't exactly quiet, was I?
Nope.
Yeah, you gotta move at half speed unless you got the rogue. Is it a rogue feature?
No, I'm a thaumaturge. I'm gonna exploit vulnerability. Green 1.
Yeah.
So if
there's-
they do walk up to me and hit me, I
Is
can
it a
maybe
class
use my
feature or
advance.
is it a feat that they have to take to get that?
Yeah, it's
It's a.
29. No,
20.
sorry, 28.
20 is.
I
the
know that- I
Really
know-
good.
Crit. All right.
I know
Uh,
there's something for acrobatics. You
Let's
can do it
see,
for.
Skulks. They don't got nothing.
All right.
They're weak to away.
They are now.
They're
That one
about
is.
to be.
Yeah, so I'll do personal antithesis, and that gives them weakness 5 to me.
I know there's something you can crawl at full speed, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Nimble climber or something.
quick crawl.
Quick crawl.
Yeah. You master acrobatics, and you can crawl at half speed or full speed. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Nimble crawl, or there's a bunch of feats that let you do cool things like drop prone. And if you're legendary, you get +2. Basically, you have cover if you drop prone.
This guy.
Well,
growls and goblin.
Damn it!
He's back.
I was trying to fight your friends, as I say in High Goblin.
There's no such thing as high goblin.
Hey
How dare
man,
you?
that's like your
I
opinion.
am the highest goblin.
Just because you're taller than me.
It's all based on height. That's how the system works. You should know this.
I do.
By
Although
being-
I don't. I wasn't raised by goblins. I was, but I wasn't.
You
I have amnesia.
monster.
I was found in a vigilant vault, and they raised me as a small human boy.
What I hear is you're an abomination and need to die.
No, Abomination is my uncle. I'm Gwei.
This is all in goblin for anyone who wants to understand.
Abomination.
Everybody else is just like, oh my god, that's so annoying.
Let's
Yeah.
see, 24 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, for 8 piercing.
Ouch.
And then sweet, 7. Oh. So that's another 24 for 8, 10 slashing.
All right.
And he's done.
Well, he's not my bane, so I can't do shit.
Alright, jingling.
Start off with a little bit of. Is there a tree close by for my boy to climb up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna start out with extended boost. Nope, that's not gonna do it. That's only a 15, so I don't spend the focus point. And then I'll do act together, and I will cast guidance on him for the climb check he's getting ready to do.
Okay.
And then he's going to climb a tree wherever.
Sure.
It's 21.
Probably call that a crit success.
So how far up is it half your speed for climb?
It's with a crit. It's your full movement.
Well,
So 25.
climb. Climb has its own thing. how much? Let's see. So you go 5
I'm
feet
at 19,
plus
I'm not
5 feet per 20 of your land speed.
So he goes 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, he's just gonna.
It-
He's got glider form, so he's just looking to try and glide across the water
This
there.
is so weird.
And then did extended boost, which did shit. I did act together to get that and climb, and then my last action will be another guidance on you. Or should I hold off? I'll go ahead and do that then.
Guidance lasts for a minute.
Well, I'm
and
just,
then you can't
it's-
cast it again for 10.
Yeah. It's,
Well, they're immune to it for 10.
That's
I-
on the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there we go, and I'm
We-
done. So
yeah,
he's 10 feet up.
Zemor. Or sorry, what's his speed again?
25.
25. So it would be 10 feet.
10 feet up. Okay.
I was just reading it, and I was just like, I don't remember the climb distance being described this way at all. And I'm like, where's the chart? There we go.
Okay, and then I'll look at glider form to see how far he can go. I think he goes down 5 feet for each move.
5, 10, 15, 20? 5, 10, 15. So he has to double move to get there.
Okay.
He will take a swipe at the thing threatening the goblin.
Okay.
Because he only knows is that, well, you probably told him. He still just thinks it's a
No,
thing.
we're still yelling at each other in Goblin.
But yeah.
Yeah, the
you would
thing.
know.
He called me short. I said something about his mom. It didn't go over well.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a crit.
That's a lot.
Alright.
So that's a 34 if you need to know the number.
Now I do need to know the number, and that is a crit.
There's a natural 20 though too, right?
Yeah, but if it's
You
if it's
hit, you're gonna hit.
not
if
a,
it's
steps
not
up.
a hit,
then it's still a
then
natural
it becomes
hit.
a
normal
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
It increases a.
it's niche, but it does.
Well, it
Right.
can
I'm-
happen like in third attacks. We had it
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we've
where-
had that.
Yeah, you roll a nat 20, and it's like a -2 to hit, and you're
Because of the
map.
whole
Minus 10.
minus. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or against something that's much
Really
higher
high.
level than you. It's like, yeah.
a bigger threat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 22 damage total.
Alright. We kind of wish we had wounds and stuff, because I just imagine he's like threatening it. And Seymour just kind of out of nowhere, because he wasn't paying attention, just emerges from the bush, slices off his arm, and it's like, he's like, I was using that.
Quay picks it back up, hands it to him. Okay.
I hate both of you. Alright. Let's look at these guys. Well, after seeing their leader get bodied like that, they kind of look at each other, go, eh.
It's gonna hurt.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Or not sneak, but skulk. Skulk, skulk, skulk. Skulkers, skulkers.
Skulker's gonna skulk.
Skoka got a skulk.
So,
Boy, I can't wait until MOA gets to level 6.
hmm.
what's it called? Backstab opportunity or something like that.
Opportune backstab.
That's it.
Great. For
Opportunity,
the
like
stealthy.
rogue,
Yeah.
death.
I'm trying to remember
So
what if I picked
one
anything from my rogue
attack
for level 6
away.
or not.
Half-heartedly.
Backstab?
What?
Half-heartedly with the
When do you
13 to
get the
hit.
second?
Oh, that's a crit.
debilitation?
No, I'm kidding.
The one where you can double debilitate.
Almost a crit fail.
Because that is gross, dude. It's a high level thing. But
First one's like level
Tell me the
5
number,
or
because
6.
it might not be as high as
It
you
might
think.
be level
Well,
15.
no,
because
it's
that's what
like
the
it's
level
him
of
again.
guys
I'm
are
like,
that
it's
I'm playing
another
with right
13.
now.
Oh,
So I'm like,
Oh,
Fair.
man.
so
It
that was the
is
first one.
insanely
Even without
good,
the map, that
where
wouldn't
he
have
can
hit me.
make a flat
The second
footed to
one-
everybody for the whole next round.
Let's see.
And then
maybe.
add bleeding damage
19
or extra
flat-footed
freaking
against
sneak
Seymour.
damage. It's
The
just
one-
so good.
The one
It's
I
all?
remember picking for him was Twist the Knife.
Hey, I rolled over a
Is that
10.
the one that makes him sick?
and still bounces off the armor.
I don't remember. I think
He
it's
was very
Bleed.
proud of that
Oh
one.
yeah, that one's really good too.
I think it was Bleed. He just or
Let's
adds
see,
a dice
so
or
that-
something to it. I can't remember. I think it
No, we're
makes it
back to
bleed.
19 again. It's rolling really good for damage, by the way.
What just happened?
We got whiffed.
So
Again,
this-
I wouldn't say they whiffed him because he didn't really move. It's just pang. Oh, that's really pang. Oh, that's
Yeah,
thick.
but they got to stop targeting your armor and target you instead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
like, you get the feeling that the Skulks are working for the Bugbear, and they're just like, after seeing what Seymour did to the Bugbear, they're just like, just putting in the time. Alright, Brat.
Hunt Prey, the small number 2.
Okay. That one is flat-footed for being on the log.
Bear. I'll have him. 'Cause I think he can just. He can make it and still do.
Yeah, I can get,
Oh,
that's 25 or 30.
he has 35, so I'll have him go help me. I forgot what the.
Do that.
So
Move
it's-
up and support.
Yeah, move up and
Okay.
support.
Move up and support.
Move up and support.
So.
And I had prey number
Jeez.
2. Let's pray.
It's the once again, it's the flanking chain.
The conga line.
And then I will shoot.
Give it to it.
And with a 25.
Oh, that will crit.
Oh my goodness.
Do you want me to roll or is he just dead?
You know, I would never take a damage roll from a crit away from anyone.
Okay.
So,
So
it's
it's-
striking is 2d.
So it's 48.
Well, no,
It'd
it's,
be-
yes, you are
yeah.
correct. It's support plus
48.
precision, so it is 48.
48.
That's what I was trying to.
1d10.
And then yes,
Your bow.
for the bow.
Yeah.
So that's first and doubled, and then the bow.
Well, isn't it 5 if your bow is striking?
No, so
So
oh shit.
2
It's
plus
6.
1 for precision, and then 2 more for
So it double-
bet.
So
So is it double the
it's
dice
4.
or
It's 4 for the bow.
4 for the bow.
It's precision, which is doubled, and then your bear support is doubled. So that's 8.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
That's why I
both.
said that's 48, and then you double those because that's. Oh my God,
It'd be-
no.
It'd be 5.
5.
So,
Okay,
What?
5d8.
so striking is 2d8,
Yes.
Yes.
and then 1d8 for precision,
Yes.
and then 2 more for your bear support. So 1d8 plus his taking
Precision.
advantage of a precision.
1d8?
So
I
5d8,
need an.
Oh, you're right. Oh yeah.
and then
yeah.
you double that,
Right.
and then
Then
you
you
add
add
a
the
d10
And that-
cherry
yes.
on top.
That sucks.
Nice.
It's
12
not terrible.
plus 5, 21.
Give us that D10 and let's see what you got, baby.
So,
So
42.
21 plus your modifier is 1, right?
Yeah.
So 22. So 44, and
Okay.
now the D10.
No, the bow doesn't get a modifier.
It's
Oh,
not
it's not
composite.
strength bow.
It's
Okay.
composite, but it's until I get my strength up to
14.
14.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, it's half. It's
half.
propulsion. That's right.
Yeah, so
Okay, so 42, and then add a
42.
d10.
Plus 1d10.
So
45.
45.
And 45.
Oh,
All right.
to a
Like,
skulk?
this skulk had dreams. It had career goals.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna leave it over here.
Did it
Like-
double the hit points damage? I'm just curious.
Yeah. So you not only killed this skulk, but his future generation.
Are you telling me he had a son or a daughter that just died?
Yeah.
No!
Like
I just figured it exploded. I went.
the arrow went right through him, killing him fatally. Traveled onward, found his son,
Found like a second
and
cousin.
killed him.
Oh, is that step on a crack, break your mother's back? His mom's just like, oh!
All I see is that skull just totally exploded and like.
Oh, it's red mist and the Ruxy's back is completely painted.
And
Hey,
And he was like, what? There was a, what?
and they say that that arrow is still hunting skulks to this day.
Is that the same arrow that's still going across the river from like 5 episodes ago? The bolt that I think you crit bolt and it just kept going. It was killing everything.
Well, I think it was.
It was the thing that critical that dropped me in the river.
I think it's the one that.
Lucinda shot and yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the one off of was it the gamers that kept on seeking that
Oh.
one guy.
Yeah. That's the meme. Yeah.
All right, so back to Quay.
Cool. Well, I mean, you got the bugbear. This thing over here has already got my personal antithesis on it.
He's
So
like, you're shaking his head. No, no.
I just want to make a page.
just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself first.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Does the bugbear have
Yep.
an OA?
Ayo.
Its reaction is one of shock.
There's one of shock.
It's not fair, you know
Oh,
magic
my God.
too.
All right. So 15 plus 17, 32.
Wow.
Yep. So, you know, that skulks are weak to you.
This one specifically. Yeah.
Do you double the vulnerability?
No.
No, it just adds.
just
It's
adds
after
arrows on
everything.
top.
Everything else, yeah.
So 6 and 4 is
10.
10. 8. So 18 times 2,
36.
Eight.
and then
18?
5.
Yep.
Yeah, implement is 4, strength is 4, and then I roll
Okay.
10 on my die.
The implement gives you +4?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's considered. Oh, actually, it might be more now. No, it's it's 2 per each dice of my attack.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is, I was like, no, it was 2 before. Now it's 4,
36 plus how much?
5, because antithesis is 5 right now.
So, 41.
So, not as good as the arrow,
How?
but not that much different.
Yeah, the difference is I
The
catch
result
all of
is
him
the
in my
same.
mouth.
Pretty much.
He pops
you
like a
just
berry.
engorge it. The bugbear is horrified. I knew it.
Yeah.
You monstrous demon. I will defeat you.
The dice is 17.
Well, it's nice. I have so my last is going to be exploit vulnerability. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to step.
Well, you had an.
I'll give you flanking on the bugbear.
No, not yet. 17
That's 17 on the dice.
plus 17, and that's 30.
Oh, bugbear.
That'd be 34.
No, 17 is not going to hit away.
And so.
No.
No.
And then the 3. for the
37.
37. So it wouldn't be 42. It would be 37.
22
Not that it
flat
matters.
foot.
How is
22
he-
flat foot.
How
against
is he?
Quay.
How is he flat-foot?
Yeah, it has an ability to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's,
Yeah, no,
he's
that'll
a
hit.
rogue.
Oh, great damage, buddy.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Does he really want to do that?
Yeah.
Does he really want to do that?
In this case, yes.
He doesn't know what you can
Okay.
do.
Like-
Take 7 off of that.
All right, how much did I take total, damage wise?
After the 7, it's 4.
Okay, so
Ooh.
20. I'm at half health.
Okay,
I'm
and
pretty
now
good.
he's enfeebled.
Yep.
2.
Say again.
Enfeebled 2.
He did his reaction.
Oh,
Glimpse
okay.
of the-
Nice.
Is it
Glimpse of
glimpse?
redemption.
Glimpse of redemption.
Like, he sees some sort of redemptive vision, and he's like, whatever, this monster has to die. And now it is.
My
jangling.
ancestors say the same about you.
He just
I'm
ate a
going
skull
to-
whole. Whole. That's not natural. That's not right.
Of course, he's talking to Zemor, and Zemor's like,
Well,
"Are they edible?"
I didn't really get a good taste. Not a whole lot of it went on my tongue.
Get him there. I'll give you guidance. And then Rafonso's going to bite
I
him.
think I forgot to. Oh, I didn't include guidance in my last one. I
Oh,
just rolled a,
you rolled a 20. So yeah,
I didn't
bugger.
think about it, so
Well, you get to choose the roll, so technically you
I
still
know.
have it.
I know. That's
So
what I'm
good.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Use your hero.
wait, I
Oh, I might as
completely
well.
forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't
too.
use it.
That's much better.
That's yeah. We gotta give me the token though, and then you gotta say hero point in the thing, so they.
Hero point.
Thank you.
Uh,
Hero point.
30.
Point to the hero.
Slapped him with with his hail for 30 to hit.
Point on the doll where the hero touched you.
That will crit.
Show me on the doll where the bugbear touched you, quick.
Plus 4. It's 20 points of damage.
20.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's a point of redemption.
Alright. The bugbear is defeated. Shock in
Kill
its
Stiller.
eyes.
Kill Stiller!
That's alright.
Shock in its eyes that you would travel with such a strange and horrifying goblin.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong.
No.
Well, he's like, I know. They've been telling me that for years.
That was a bunch of
Seymour
cool
is
shit.
literally like, I like you.
I'm gonna get you your own set of grills.
He likes that idea.
Oh, you and the bear just gonna be like,
Well, it's like the bear is like, where did it go?
Come on, guys.
he's
I
like,
wanted
he's
to
like, I got you,
turn."
Dad.
And the bear's like going. on the tree stump going, I can't get up."
Ralfonso climbs a tree and flies back to me.
The trail guys from Sedak's like, they were paid. You weren't supposed to do that. They're part of the trials.
No. Like. The
I mean,
Fae.
Seymour probably just walks down into the water,
Yeah.
walks back out.
Viltidis is like sees you
It's like,
guys.
yeah.
Instantly he knows what happened. And was like, that was awesome. I gotta tell everyone about this.
Comic book style.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the map. That was awesome.
We try. We
The
do our
bear's
best.
still trying to get it out of
Get
its
the goo
fur.
out of his head. You're gonna have to stop in the river and wash him off.
Do
dude.
you know what my favorite Native American joke is? So they have the tale about how the chipmunk got the scars and whatever. Bear shit in the wood. Squirrel comes over, says something to bear. Bear and the squirrel have a conversation. Long story short, bear goes, "Do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur?" And the squirrel goes, "No, not at all." Okay. Whoop.
First time I saw that one, it was Eddie Murphy live.
Yeah.
He's so fucking. He used to be
Do you
very
remember,
funny.
drop the vagina in your pocket? The
You
question
guys
is, stop,
remember
pick
the
that shit up.
days when Eddie Murphy was funny? Way back in the days
Oh,
when
yeah.
he offended everybody and he was the funniest MF.
Well, I remember how offensive Richard Pryor was.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Do you remember how clean cut George Carlin was at first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went, nah. Anyways,
George Carlin is probably the greatest philosopher of our age, boys.
so high on my list.
I just remember Beverly Hills Cop, the first one.
That's
Yeah.
Axel
I
Foley.
watched it
Yeah,
Axel
Yeah,
Foley.
that's
over
one of his.
and over.
That and
First-
Golden Child.
Yeah, first,
I'd like to talk to you. Is
first
it
and
okay?
the first and second one were really good.
I want the
Then he
knife.
decided to do a third and a fourth one.
Let him
They
ask
should not
again.
at all.
Oh, that'll hire a different writer.
Oh my God.
Hollywood's always got to ruin it sooner or later, dude.
Remember Moving with Richard Pryor?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
that's
that
such a
was
good movie. That's got to be
I was very young
85.
when I saw that. I
Yeah.
barely remember. See, Richard Pryor and Gene
Hackman.
Oh,
Wilder.
Wilder.
Gene Wilder,
When
that's
those
it. Not
two were
Hackman.
in
Hackman was
movies
in
together,
Superman.
Oh
They
my
did,
god.
See No
Yeah,
Evil,
stir
Hear No
crazy.
Evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Stir
I grew up
crazy,
deaf,
yeah.
so See No Evil,
Oh,
Hear
I
No
bet
Evil
you
was like one of my
frickin'
favorite
love
movies
that.
of all
Yeah,
time.
dude.
I
My
just
folks wouldn't let me
remember,
watch it.
the part in that
Brewster's
movie
Millions?
where
Yeah, that was
Oh
funny.
man, I saw wokeism talking earlier. It's like because the kid, the toy. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
the toy.
That's
yeah,
that's the kind of
where-
similar tone,
yeah,
but the kid,
yeah.
the white kid buys Richard Pryor. Listen, you could rent me for $1 million a day
yeah.
too. Well, I say rent. Like I'll live with you for a year for $1 million.
Be worth it.
I just remember. I don't think I've seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I just remember the clip of Richard Pryor's character who's blind finding out that he's black for the first time.
Oh yeah,
He's like, I'm
I'm
black.
black.
It's amazing.
Oh man.
You know who was really good about making silly movies like that back in the day is Mel Brooks' movies. He would freaking bag on, the Jewish people, which is, he is. Blazing Saddles is an example.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
One of
Oh
the
my God.
greatest
Worked in Blazing
frickin'
Saddles.
most offensive movies
Oh.
ever. But we
That's
had
a
blast.
$400 hand cart.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Mel Brooks is such an amazing
Yes,
storyteller.
he is. a good story.
And I love how he's so like in Men in Tights, like leave us alone, Mel Brooks. Like he's so in on his own jokes.
You saw that they're doing Spaceballs too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, and they got Michael Lazaro,
Yeah.
that guy. He's coming. He's 100%
Yeah,
coming back.
I'm
Well,
so
the
excited.
one I thought they were having trouble with was Rick Moranis.
But he recently
since
came
he
back
got-
for a
yeah.
movie 4 years ago. He will
Okay.
do a favor for Mel Brooks. He has gone on record and said that he'll do the movie.
He was
He
raised-
might not be. He might be voice only because I think doesn't Darth Helmet die in that or something?
Darth
No.
Helmet.
Oh, I thought he did.
So
No, they
reason
land
Rick-
on the planet of the apes and
oh,
they're crawling
that's
out of
right.
the nose.
And then, but at the end, isn't it like the Statue of Liberty with the helmet, right? Or so, there's
No.
some weird thing. But yeah, I'll have to watch it again.
No, at
It's
the
been so
at
long.
the very very end, Darth Helmet, Major whatever his bucket is.
Asshole.
Colonel Sanders.
No, Colonel Sanders. There
That's
we go.
right.
Sorry, not Major Asshole. Colonel Sanders, and President Scroob,
Scroob.
Oh
are
yeah,
crawling
the
out of the
yeah,
nose
yeah.
the statue, and the
That's
apes are
right.
like, "What's that coming out of her nose? Space bulls." Well, shit. There goes the planet.
Yeah.
So Rick Moranis quit because his wife had died. and
Yeah.
was gonna raise his
She got
kids.
cancer and passed
Now
away, and
that
he
they're
wanted to raise his
all
kids. Yeah.
adult and everything like that. Apparently, he's gonna do some movies here and there. I love Rick Moranis.
I
Yeah.
do too. He
He's
was
great.
great.
Yeah.
He was really good because I liked him in Honey,
Well,
I Shrunk the Kid.
He's
Oh, that was
amazing
freaking
in
amazing
Little Shop of
movie.
Horrors.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
Shop of Horrors.
Like
Yeah.
he's so like there's a couple. He did a really. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of it. And I'm not gonna
My
Google
Blue
it, but
Heaven.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Freaking-
Oh, yeah,
he-
yeah,
he-
yeah.
his-
Yeah,
his
you're right.
character in Ghostbusters.
He
is
Great
yeah.
iconic, man.
He was the only one who didn't come back for the lady
Afterlives.
version. Yeah. Well, no, the lady
Oh.
version because
Yeah,
they all
okay,
made a.
I know
cameo
that
in
one. We don't talk about that one.
But well, obviously Egon didn't. But Egon, the actor died,
I
so
know.
he couldn't. But
Well, he was.
Wow, are
They
we
did
off?
the thing for Afterlife too.
As
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
Has happened.
Well, I'm just like, the guy who played Egon died, so they couldn't bring him back. And I'm like, now that we're CGing everything
well, yeah. Now
in
he
a
could be.
ghost
Well,
movie,
in
He
the
do-
we
yeah.
can bring
I think he
anyone
was
back.
Afterlife. They
He
brought
was
him
in
back.
Afterlife, yeah.
version. Is
Yeah.
that what that was?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty decent and fairly
I did, too,
respectable too.
actually.
I
It's
enjoyed
I
that movie.
was it Paul Rudd? Like I was
Yep.
so surprised. Listen, nothing against the lady version. It was funny for what it was,
Yeah.
but it was really like they had all the people come back, and then they just had the. It was basically a Saturday Night Live like
Skit, yes.
skit, yeah. And then Thor was great in it. I don't remember what his real name is off the top of my head, but
Chris Hemsworth?
yeah, I was
My
gonna call
wife's
him
in
Thor.
love with him.
He was good in it, but he was like the Janet character or Janice character. Janet, Janice,
Oh.
the glassy
yeah,
girl.
the girl.
Janine.
Janine, thank
Janine,
you,
yeah.
thank you, Brian.
But the only problem I had with that is they changed the bad guy twice in that.
They did.
And
Yeah. Well, and the pacing was bad, and the relation, like she wrote a paper, and she was supposed to be an accredited professor, and it's like they made them all super smart, super Egon-like, and there wasn't any of the Dan Aykroydisms. Yeah. Although Melissa McCarthy tried, and we had Kate McKinnon, who was like the Egon, sort of, but she didn't. Nobody could be Egon, you know.
Let's be honest here. Melissa McCarthy is not good in anything that she's ever.
She was okay in The Boss. But that was no. She was good in The Heat with Sandra Bullock. But Sandra Bullock carried that movie. So.
She was really
seen
good
her
in was it the TV show she was in?
Mike and Molly?
No, it was
No, that's a different girl.
Different girl?
That's a different heavy
I
actress.
Gilmore
I
Girls.
don't.
Oh no, that's. Oh wait,
She was
Suki. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she was a baby. She was like 24.
Yeah, that's the only show that I
Yeah,
can
you're
think
right,
she could
you're
be
right.
good in.
But she was only in like one of every 6 episodes, and of course she was like Alexis Bledel and Laura Graham. Laura Graham is a saint, and the girl that played Rory was. I can't stand her.
See, and
Just-
I hate Will Ferrell too. I can't watch anything with Will Ferrell.
I didn't hate him
is a
in
female version
Anchorman,
of
but I
him
didn't
for
like him
me.
in like anything else. Alf was good, but again, it's who they play opposite of. Like there's Adam Sandler 50-50. Hubie Halloween terrible, ending was great, but then you get like gems or whatever, uncut
Yeah,
gems
yeah.
or anything like that. So,
That's the only one of yours, right?
anyways, yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna play.
Let's
a
try to
game
get
or-
done.
I was
Memory
thinking
lane.
that we were done, but I wasn't sure.
No, there's one more
We're
thing to
only a
do.
quarter of the way.
One
down.
more thing?
Go ahead,
Yep.
go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, we got to do that.
3/4 of that way done. Let's do the thing.
Yeah, we're on our way back.
No, we're back. Apparently that guy was
we make it
really
home?
Oh, okay.
saw that
So
battle and is like,
come
thanks for the
back.
map. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Sure.
So Viltidis says, "My life's purpose is to prepare heroes to enter the forest to guide them to victory. Sometimes, though, the forest proves too dangerous. For every warrior who finds their way to Valenhall, dozen others fall before they reach their goal. I sense one has fallen this night. Pathfinders, your task is to recover the one whom the forest has failed. Or felled, not failed. Felled.
He fell.
Okay.
Bring them home alive if they can be saved. Return their remains for final services if they cannot.
Do we have a
Time.
to do any minor healing?
Yeah, you guys have time.
Okay,
I
I'm
mentioned we
down
would've-
22.
yeah.
Okay, I will give you my lay on hands.
All right, so that put me to
So
4.
that's 18.
Hey Brian, what part of the day are we in? We're still like mid-afternoon or something like that.
It's I've never seen anything about time for most of these, so I just assume this is one of
And if you
those
can
far
notice in
north
the-
of 30 hours of
I
daylight.
I'm
type of
slightly
thing.
injured.
So we still got
like,
significant
don't
amount
critically
of time
fail.
before we hit the sack tonight. Is
So,
basically what
Is
I
that
was
DC
wondering.
15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need a 6 or higher. I got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
So that's
40,
48
10, 48
plus
plus 10, isn't it?
For are you doing
Critical
it
success.
expert?
No.
for natural
Basic.
medicine. Yeah,
For the basic one, that's just 48.
48. Okay.
Okay, I'm fully healed. Anyone else need healing?
Surprisingly, I didn't get hit this time.
Neither did I. And neither did the bear. Oh yeah, the bear went up and it
I mean, I got sprayed with blood. So.
That's more emotional damage than
Yes.
actual damage.
Emotional.
I mean, in his case, it's more pulls his armor off and is going to lick it, and everyone's like,
You.
ew.
Yeah, You- redefine everyone. Because Gway's helping him.
He's licking his armor.
Like Weasel in Suicide Squad.
the bear might be helping.
Yeah. Well, the bear's got his own viscera to deal with.
Bear got in the river and cleaned
Yeah.
up.
So, to find the fallen person, it'll take perception, survival, or scouting lore.
I don't have scouting lore, but I'm scout. Question:
So
does
don't
the
you have survival?
I have survival, but it's only a plus. It's not as good as my other ones.
I'll be doing perception.
I will be doing survival.
20 for jangling.
I will be
Question.
hero pointing the natural
26.
ones.
Can I hunt and prey this guy?
Yeah.
So that'll give me a +2
So,
to perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got to do survival first for track. Because hunt prey just gives you a +2 to track them.
Let me go see.
But if you do track them, then you can hunt prey them once we get there. But yeah.
Well, the hunt, no, hunt prey is I'm hunting him.
oh wait.
So
Oh, we have to find that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're trying to find him.
Oh, I thought we were actually going into the woods and trying to find a body.
You are.
I
But
mean,
we're tracking.
So
it.
you.
we're hoping it's not a body, but it might be a body.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it's going out in the woods to find what happened to this person.
Okay, okay.
And find a trail and follow.
We're looking
All
for
right. And
signs.
he's given him enough information to quantify hunt prey. Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kind of like your devise the lead or whatever it is, lead.
Yeah.
So,
Investigate.
Follow the
so
lead.
it
Rock and
is-
roll, man.
So I'm going to be using perception
Hmm.
instead of survival if I can.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't.
that's fine.
Because my
With a
perception is too higher. So
Plus
it'll
2 circumstance, yeah.
So it'll be +11 to my perception. Wait, 25.
Nice.
Okay, 21 survival from me.
26 perception for me.
17
So
and 19
assurance
for
is
the
just
cat.
my proficiency bonus, not my.
Ranks or anything.
Stat.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's your level plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
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 So proficiency bonus without the. I didn't use assurance. I just
Yeah.
rolled.
So yeah, it's that plus 10.
So
I forget he has assurance in survival.
Oh, nice.
you guys takes an hour to find him. That's 4 successes.
Yeah, so like if I had assurance, it'd be a 17.
Yeah.
But it's a 17 every time.
No, it's 4. Okay.
Which,
Sorry, I'm
Well, that's
just-
why I threw expert proficiency into it. I'm like,
it's good.
it's kind of his thing.
Alright. You're messing with time so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Moved it a little bit, not too much though. And then he kind of pushed it up. The other side needs to be.
What? Which side?
Pull that leg. Yep. Against the wall. That's better. There you go. Good stuff. Thank you, gentlemen.
Used you in the wall.
Hmm.
Color.
Is this the point where we plug support us on Patreon so we can get a better studio and not bump our cameras?
Well, I like the feet, but I think the next thing we need to do is maybe get like a suspension. So like something we hang off of the white that just holds the camera, kind of like this, but not that one specifically. Oh, the same camera. Right?
Ooh,
Velcro.
it's big.
You guys find. What does he look like? Look. That him? No. You see a Ulfin human strapped with chains to a tree. It looks like he's padlocked it. Because it takes a bit of time, but you realize that it looks like he did this on purpose.
So we're all around this.
And he says, "Away with you."
What are you doing?
I was fighting some were creatures and was bitten.
Ah,
Oh,
happen at any moment.
Oh.
Huh.
You haven't transformed yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, there's still time before you have your first
No,
transformation.
no. All right. So you can convince him that there's still time to live
Yep.
with deception, herbalism lore, intimidation, medicine, or were creature lore.
Cool. Well, I could do plus 12 intimidation, or I could do plus 10 to a specific lore. Is the DC going to be lower for those?
A little bit lower for the lore.
All right. That'll be a 21 for the specific lore.
And he's like, "Oh, so that's how it works."
Yeah. See, I can show you. He's still chained up. Gwen
Yeah.
walks over and he goes, "Yeah, see, in this book here, he pulls out his, a cardboard book of, known and unknown afflictions of lycanthropy." And I go through and I'm like, "Yeah, I see." And then there's some full moon over here, and that denotes the first change. And then anything before that, you see, it's a transitional thing. So you're good before that first change. It's not a full moon tonight, is it?
Speaking of tonight, suddenly
No!
it's nighttime with not a full moon out. We're going to call it a nice quarter crescent moon. Because, again, it just said this fight takes place at night. Like, what?
Didn't say
How is
anything
time
about
working
the
in this
phase of
place? No one knows.
Yeah.
So you guys are around that guy who's like, "Oh, I guess everything's okay now." And as soon as he says that,
Something's
you're
that
high pitch screeching.
Ooh, that's a pretty dice.
Looks like it's glow in the dark almost.
And he's like, "Oh no, they're back." And it's going to be initiative.
Okay.
Ugh.
Go
Yucca.
find.
Let's do for scouting.
You were hunt praying.
Oh, yeah. Which,
I don't know why I've rolled more than
Yeah.
one.
I don't know.
Forgot to look at the challenge points.
It's,
Put a third one over there, somewhere around.
Oh, there's a third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
would I be considering scouting or just doing the hunt prey thing?
You can switch to scouting if you want. Like, after you found them, you can switch to scouting.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would be.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's kind of your
Okay.
jam.
With that, so he did say where creatures. Could that mean that I could switch to investigation? Could I get?
Oh yeah.
It's a plus 10 versus one of these creatures. See what they are.
Let's see.
Brain working.
Nice. Good job.
So, all right. So that's a success. Based on his description, it looks like these are werebats.
Werebats. Okay. Thank you. I assume.
The
Weakness
hysterical
to silver.
thing is, there's a first edition one where you fight werebats, and once you complete it, they allow you to make a weapon called a yellow heartwood, and it counts as silver
Yeah.
against werebats.
I've read that
Only
one.
against whereabouts.
Only against
That's
werebats.
hilarious.
I've read
And they're
that
like
one.
anything that's mostly wood, which includes all pole arms.
Awesome.
So yeah, my fighter started walking around with a long spear made out of yellow heartwood.
That's hilarious.
And yes, to the weakness. To
Okay.
silver. And then
I think I only get one question, so that's the only thing I care for shit about. So.
Zemor,
24.
Damn it.
Rat,
26.
Damn it.
Jangling,
15.
All right, better.
Kwe.
23. I was
Is
gonna
that
say.
including his +2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll a lot. I rolled a 10.
Ooh. Bugger.
Werebats, otherwise known as ex-wives.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's 3. I only have 2.
You have as many as the plot demands, actually.
Nice.
all I remember is 2.
Got him.
That's what the special drink is for.
Ah, crap.
You can only remember 2 at a time.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Alright, and then for clarity, it's just foresty terrain. There's no river separating.
Okay.
So there might be cover from like canopy of trees, but otherwise, okay.
And then, also, like I said, it dramatically plunged into nighttime with a slight crescent.
Well, someone played
course
an
it
Auror's
did.
causing card.
Pretty much. So,
Darkness Falls.
God damn it.
like, as far as I can. Well, that's really funny. Anyway, I read one other thing and I was like, I don't think the moon works like that, but sure.
Magic.
Only on
It's-
Kryn.
It's Glorian. That's no moon.
It's for setting up this fight. They're like, if it took you too long to find them, so if you rolled bad on your checks to find the guy, it's like, on the fail, nothing happens. But if you guys critically failed finding them, it took you so long that the moon's now full and peeking out behind the
boy.
clouds. And I'm like, I don't think the moon works like that, but okay.
That would be like days, maybe.
Yeah.
Even.
That would be day. Well, it's a critical failure, so
We didn't set what phase the moon was in, so I'm like, it could be full now. It's just right now it's covered by clouds, so it doesn't count for the weird creatures. But that was just a funny thing to me. It's like, you guys critically failed, and the moon's now full. It was new yesterday.
What the heck?
Alright. Oh, Brat.
Do I see them, correct?
Yep. They have shrieked at
Hear
you.
them, we see them.
Well, seeing them is up to you whether you have a way to see them.
I have low light, and so does my bear. And since it's
Like,
Well, the full moon's not out, so.
yeah, the moon's behind clouds, so I'm like, yeah.
well, I don't know what they say with the.
Okay.
What do they?
No.
What does it say? If we have low light, can we see them or can we?
You can see them in moonlight, and I'm just like, does moonlight include clouds? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it's too dark for low light.
so I can't even see them. Awesome.
They're right there.
Okay, I'll produce my wayfinder because that brings out the light spell, right?
Yeah.
So I uncover. I have my bow out, but I go. Well, if it was getting dark, I would have probably pulled out my wayfinder anyway.
Like,
I've
you
got the
just wear
cantrip
it,
too, guys.
so
I mean,
you can just
honestly.
like activate it. And
Yeah.
be like,
It's just an
"Ooh."
action to activate the light
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Like, and if they had warned me that suddenly a night had fallen,
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden,
I
night
would've been
falling,
like-
shrieking, activate light spell.
Yeah.
Can I see number 2?
So 40 feet around you
Yeah.
is what everyone can see in low light.
So, yeah, this would be dim. So, bright light to like here, dim, and then you can't see past that. So,
Yeah.
Well, I hunt prey number 2.
'Kay.
Cool.
Shoot number 2.
Because it's 2 actions for light.
Or is it a 2 action to activate the light spell?
Well,
If you want,
let me make sure.
Well, I have to be able to see him.
Yeah. Because I think it
if there's
just does
anything
the
else you can do, I'll
cantrip.
cast light on you, dude.
Okay, no. It's 1 action.
Yeah.
Because the regular light spell is 2. So, 1 action is activate. You've hunt preyed. So you got your
Third
third to
action.
attack.
3rd to attack.
I think it's just at a -2 because of dim light. Oh no, you have dim light.
He has
You're
dim
good.
light.
He has
You
low
can
light,
You're
so
good.
He's
he's
got
good.
low light, so he doesn't.
Well, I'm
need
trying
low
to
sight.
decide if I should have my bear attack.
Does your bear? Oh, you have imprecise scent.
He has low light and imprecise scent.
So your bear, yeah.
But then again, it would still only be one attack.
It's up to you.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Take
So-
it with the bow. The bow's probably your best option.
Yeah,
On a crit, but the bear adds his strength. So, half a dozen of
That's
one.
the
Yeah.
two.
Actually, I would do more damage than the bear right now because the bear is only 1d8 right now. 1d8 plus 3.
Oh yeah.
And with
That's
that
right.
striking rune, it's 2d8. So I'll shoot, but I highly doubt a 15 is going to hit.
Nope.
But I will go ahead and use my one hero point
Bear boy.
in your fighter.
Bear, bear.
And that's a 19 on the dice, so that'll be a 30.
30
Ah,
will
boy.
crit.
So that'll be 2,
So,
2d8.
3d8
3d8.
3.
Yeah, because of
Yep,
precision.
because of precision.
3d8. And that would be
18.
Plus
On
your
the dice.
D10.
18 on the dice plus a d. 18,
Yeah, so
so that'd be
36
double,
plus
will be
D10.
36.
Plus
8.
Jesus.
Nice.
44. 44.
44.
Wow.
I can't do math either.
Alright. In addition to weakness to silver, they're now weak to frat, apparently. That one's just dead.
Good hit, dude.
Nice.
Very nice hit, Fred.
Alright, Zemor.
And that is my last hero point. My one and only hero point. Can I get it back?
No,
Yeah.
it's mine forever now, friend.
I'm going to raise shield and then ready and attack to hit one that comes within range of me.
And go away.
Yeah. I'm gonna do kind of the same but different. I'm gonna. Oh man, I wish we were closer.
Yeah, just kind of.
Ready's 2 actions.
Yeah.
Well, damn it, Bobby. You know what? I'll just step and do the same. So I'll step and ready. So if it, oh, that's gonna pop up there. So if it attacks you, unless it does some weird shit, but that's me.
Okay.
I'll ready a chomper.
These guys.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Fuck. And you rolled high too.
Yeah, mine's a 31 to hit.
31. Yeah. So that's 2 crits.
Yeah.
This might be a really fast fight.
Oh,
These boys
I
in
rolled
trouble.
terrible. 6,
So-
12. I only do 12.
11 plus 4, 15. So I do 30.
He's dead.
Alright.
That's still 42 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Between the two, yeah, that was.
Yep. If they had any sort of resistance, that might have saved them. Alright.
Does the other one turn around and flee?
No.
This is a big in here. He's coming in.
Gwei, they have a crunchy, musty, cavey taste.
Oh. I used to brush my teeth with moss. This is very similar.
Yeah, that was not the Astralic crit in the library. My God, that was horrifying.
Let's see. So. There we go. 14 crap.
Nope.
Yep. That's 2 moves. Okay. That's fun. Chain link.
The usual. Extend a boost on the Eidolon, and it's not successful, and then he's going to move 10, 15. Here?
Yeah.
I was here, right?
Yeah, but you
Five.
can go right over him.
Oh, that's right. I always forget I can move through 10, 20. Chomp or tail slap. 17, flat footed.
That will hit.
D8. I should know my own characters. Look at that baloney. 5. And then I'll pop him with an electric arc. So DC 19.
Basic reflex.
Yeah. DC 19.
That's a success.
6.
So 2d4
2, 4. So
plus
I
your
got 6.
stat modifier.
Is it plus stat or is it just a D?
It's plus stat.
Okay, so 6 plus 4 is 10. So 5.
So 5. 5 electric.
And they'll take a reaction. This will be against Rat. 17.
Miss.
And against Ben.
Brian's dice don't like him.
They like us.
18's the magic number.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. That's okay. It's kind of. It also fits the story of what's happening here, so I like it. Vrat, you're up.
It just did a reaction against me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Must
it
be the
doesn't have a
magic
reaction.
hit.
So, switch hunt prey to number 3. Tell Ben to support me, and I will shoot it.
This is another thing that I like, being able to shoot while you're engaged in close combat. And
Well,
having to take a bunch of
If
hits.
he has a reaction, he can still hit
Yeah,
me.
sure. But,
But
I
he
mean,
used his reaction.
in Pathfinder 1, you were
It's-
effed.
Yeah.
Well, it'll just be a -2.
Well, plus the -4, because you're shooting into combat.
Yeah, unless you had the precise
Oh, you're
shot,
right.
and which you wouldn't get until level 5.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's, I mean, a -6.
That'd be a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Attaboy.
Okay, that is 3d8 for my bow,
Yep.
and that is 13,
good.
17 points of damage,
Pretty good.
and 2d8 for the bear,
For support, yep.
Wow.
and that's 9,
So 26 total.
26 total.
Very nice.
Another werebat that is weak to rats.
These taste pretty good.
Alright.
Is that
Rat skewers the last one, and the guy knows that he has some time, thanks to Gwei's picture book, and you lead him out, and he's everybody's happy because we're like, oh, we thought you were dead. He's like, sorta, I'm going to turn into a werebat. And they're like, oh, that's cool. We'll put you in training. Because the Ulfen, they don't see you, any of the were bites as a curse.
Yeah,
It's something you just gotta master.
Yeah.
So they're like, look, here's our self-help books from other people who went through this.
well, they're the berserker people. They're used to like
So here's
adopting
the
animals.
12-step program for lycanthropy.
Like most other cultures in Galarian, they're like, oh no, you gotta cure that fast.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you've been gifted strength. You gotta master it. Pump your muscles, your mental muscles. You are in control.
It's like they're like, we're kind of looking at you weird because it was a rare bat. Like it would have been cooler, like a wolf or a bear or something. But like,
Like, The other thing is they didn't roll high enough to know, but these are were fruit bats.
How dare you say I didn't know?
Oh, that's what happened.
And
Did
so
2 quests.
he's going to go home, turn into a were fruit bat, and just devour all the fruit in a maddening frenzy. And they're going to go, "That's it?" He's like, "Yeah,
Lame.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of fruit.
I
in
ate
Harrison.
so much pineapple. It's everywhere."
His wife's appreciative of it.
All right.
Gosh. There are those that know that reference.
Like, if you guys had suffered the werebat curse, Viltidus would have fixed it for you, but as it is, as soon as the bats die, night immediately ends. It's daytime again,
Of course.
and you're
Seymour's like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah,
This day-night cycle is like,
this forest
Weird.
is terrifying.
Baloney.
you guys are get a congratulatory hot meal and warm bed in the Port Valen log.
Wait. I don't think Gway actually likes hot meal unless it's a fleshy, live being hot meal.
Yeah, we have those. Let's see.
Called a deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yep. You guys are celebrated. Viltidus is like, "That was awesome. Gway, keep eating."
Yeah.
Vrat, keep taking out bats. That was awesome. Seymour, keep hammering armor. And Changeling,
Keep still killing.
keep keels stealing. That was awesome. You guys are awesome. Can't wait for the next batch of recruits. Since this is a repeat. And guys are successful. So
Huzzah!
where did I put it? I had it over here. Yeah, I did. Alright, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'm glad you came along with our journey. Had our deep discussions about everything not related to Pathfinder.
we hope you had as much fun as we did.
We always do.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to head through the gift shop on your way out. Pick some fantastic Fellowship Gaming loot. Fellowship out.